She got a body like a goddess, and she talks so sweet. It's like I can't believe I'm the one that she wanted. And if I'm really being honest, I know I could be everything she needs if she let me get on it. Yeah. So come here, baby, listen close, hold me tight, don't let me go. Girl, you know that I'ma want you all my life, but I got so much left to do, except for falling in love with you. So I'ma let you keep me up another time, but please don't stay the night. Don't try to change my mind, baby, please don't stay the night. I must do what's right. Don't make me ask you twice. Ooh, don't stay the night. Don't try to turn it to a fight. You know I love you by my side. Just don't stay the night. I must do what's right. I'm done being polite. Ooh, don't stay the night. She'll always find a way around it. I thought she'd be gone, but when I woke up in the morning, she was laying beside me. She know when she wanted. I can never turn her down. Oh, I probably should have kicked her out by now, but you're the finest of them all. Make me lose my self-control. All I wanna do is make you feel alright. You drive me crazy, turn me on, and that's the reason I'ma let you go. Cause you and I both know that we can't keep it quiet. So please don't stay the night. Don't try to change my mind. Please don't stay the night. I must do what's right. Don't make me ask you twice. Oh, don't stay the night. Don't try to turn it to a fight. You know I love you by my side. Just don't stay the night. I must do what's right. I'm done being polite. Oh, don't stay the night.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, we got patch 10.2 stuff that I want to take a look at today. This week is when we're getting dungeons. Not all of them are going to be ready for testing, but most of them. The Mega Dungeon, the Legion dungeons, the BFA dungeons, and there's two that are missing. One is the Kata. I don't know about the other one. What dungeon are missing? Because I know we got the Throne of Tides. That's missing. What else? I know there's 6. Atal? No, that's available. That's present. It's like both BFA, both. What are the dungeons actually? Now I don't remember. Hold on. I don't remember anymore. Wait, WAD one. Yeah, it was WAD. Oh man, what is it called? Evergreen, Evergrove, Jake, whenever gets here, he'll remind me, dude. That's the one. At least I know what I'm talking about. I don't know the name. I don't know it by name, but you know the one with the tree boss and like the spore tree people, and then a big old dude at the very end. That someone's like the little plant things, right? The Evergrowth? I think it's Overgrowth. Evergrowth or Overgrowth. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having a good one. I want to open up my vaults. I don't have too many characters this week, but I do want to open up my vaults. I want to go get the red DRAENEI skin. I don't even know if you need a DRAENEI for that or if it's just like an alliance quest line and everybody gets it, but I do have a DRAENEI character, so we should be good for that. And then I want to hop on PTR, take a look at some of these class changes, because boys, I only mostly done some rogue stuff and like some handful of class testing, but boys, priests are looking so good. I didn't even realize they were gonna be this good. Like, I'm already excited for rogue, right? But then there's monks and their tier sets look so good. And then the priest changes. Okay, the point where I got excited is when I was able to just get my opener going, right, on a train dummy. 20 seconds all it took for me to get excited about priests. And I'm slamming smites. And my atonement keeps building from 10 seconds to 12 seconds to 14 seconds. And when I got it to be about a minute long in duration, that's when I was like, yo, this class is gonna have something to it. And then I get to mess around with it a little bit. It's so good. It plays so good. By the way, Outlaw also plays insane. Absolutely love it. My God. Now's the time to come back to Rogue, man. For 10-2, now is the time to start leveling Rogue on a backside, right? On a back end, just to get him prepped for the next patch, because it's looking so good. If we can get good tuning as well, some favorable tuning will be fine. But otherwise, yeah. Yo, what's up? The admin, how you doing, my man? Jake, how you doing, my guy? Optil, Ivan, we got ourselves Rob, Shane, how you boys all doing? Welcome back, welcome back. Starting off with the vaults first. Let's see what we got. I doubt it's anything good, though. Also, have you guys been doing the Secrets of Azeroth thing? I've been catching up with that this weekend, or rather yesterday. And it's kind of nice, actually. I like it a lot. I like doing stuff. It's pretty neat. Like, whether you do the puzzles yourselves or whether you just, like, follow a Wowhead guide. I was doing them myself for a bit. And at some point, I was just like, all right, I just want to get all of them. I am going to miss out on that mount thing that they've added recently. You know how you can do that group event and get the mount? I got the achievement on an alt, but I didn't get it done on my main at all. So, and like it's up right now. I don't know if anybody's actually doing it or not. Are they? Hold on, because it says the people doing this? There's like 4. Yeah, like no one's doing this anymore. No one, unless you've done like the Secrets of Azeroth thing, you've already got your mount, you've got your this thing done. Nobody else is really doing these things at all. So they can sometimes just be like a 4 or a 2 for like ages. Let's start off, man. Call of Duty here. What's up, Nick? How you doing, my man? Hope you having a good one, my guy. Since the Brewmaster of my weapons are around 5% of my overall damage. Wait, what do you mean? Like the... Hold on. You mean like Forest Storm, you mean, yeah? Because when you say weapons, I literally jump into like, wait. How do one attacks matter? But that's what you mean, right? If only you could have a Force Storm in both your hands, right? If only you could have it both of them. Honestly, with that kind of a tier set, I honestly think that the shock weapon is probably better. It's just a lot more like burst damage, and you could use that as a burst in defensive every 3 minutes or something. I think the other one's pretty good too. But that burst defensive, is the shock weapon fire damage or is that Shadow Flame damage? Because that may actually work better with the tier if it's Shadow Flame. I don't remember which one it is though. Is it Shadow Flame? Fire. Okay, no, not Shadow Flame, but just fire. Okay, maybe not then. I don't know. Dude. I don't know. I can see them nerf these weapons, by the way, before the next one comes out, by the way. PTR is down. Really? Well, hopefully it'll be up after we're done here. That'd be really sad if it's still down. And I finally got a weapon. It won't take me forever. Woo. Wonderful. Good to see you on stream. What's up, my man? Hope you have a good one. Yeah, hopefully, I'm actually not sad. Now that you said PTR is down, I am gonna hope and pray for the very, very best here, because I do want to hop on to some PTR stuff. That's what I was really excited for today. Now that we know dungeons are coming, I want to get my character set, man. I want to get them all enchanted, mess around, hit a couple of W's, try a couple of builds. So hopefully that'll change up a little bit, yeah? But we got a weapon on this guy. I've been wanting one for a while. We're full 41, full 42 somewhere in the bags. I'll take it. Honestly, I'll take it. Warlock, I don't remember. Did we ever do anything with the Warlock this week? Maybe like Deathstrom. What's up, man? Good good night. The DRAENEI quests that are available in retail should be available on live right now. Yeah. Should be, at least for me, it seems like it's available over on live. Now I don't know if it's like a DRAENEI only thing or if it's like an alliance thing. I would have no idea, to be honest. But it should be available, yeah, as of today. Because it's supposed to go live 12th of September, and there was even a DRAENEI apparently with a countdown over in the the Stormwind area. I wasn't there for it. I just saw like a Wowhead post about it. It should be up. I guess we'll test it out now. Yeah. Hi, what's up? Oh, Mel, how you doing, my man? Oh, off Mel. Yeah, my man. I messed up your name pretty hard, huh? That was a pretty much a hit and a miss there. Botting wind. Yo, Jake, any good? Crit mass, crit haste. I mean, I'll take it for the item level, but like, is that any good at all? I know that like haste, or I guess still haste mastery. At least I think that's what you said last time. But at this point, I don't even know, dude. Alrighty, Pally. I think I did a Q on the Pally, didn't I? I'm kind of going through all my ults because I don't really remember. Last week was a bit of a blur for me. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. What's up, Ashley? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Welcome. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, Pally still needs a key at some point, man. But Druid, I think I might have done one on Druid. Oh yeah, we did Resto. Yeah, I keep forgetting, man. Such a nice tier set. What do you mean? Hold on. Are you talking about the bonus or like the looks? Because looks are good. Bonus is kind of like 10-2-1. You like it? It's kind of. My afternoon ambition success in your 8. Never forget you're more than a defender. Tarande Whisperwind. Hi, thank you, Tarande. Appreciate ya. That's kind of neat for doing like the Night Elf Heritage. I still gotta do the undead one though. I don't have an undead character, dude. I'm gonna need to start leveling one. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait until this event is up. The Turbulent Time Waits. And then I'm gonna do Time Walkings. I'm gonna do the Dream stuff. I'm gonna do all that just to get it undead up and running, just so I can try the event. Or at least get the Mog, because it does look really good. I just don't have it set up whatsoever with this guy. Let's need them. Shoulders, item level upgrade. I'll take it. That's beautiful. I do want to play some more Rest at some point. I do like the homies, the tree homies. If you're not a fan, if you haven't tried the tree homies at all, I feel like you might want to just like mess around with them some more, because there's going to be a whole tier set revolving around these guys, revolving around tree homies. So you might as well get like accustomed to them. Now would be a good time to do it, honestly. I meant to not fly up, actually. Let me swap these. Kind of sort of fits. Don't have enough to upgrade it yet. Or do I want to do that? Probably don't want to. What else got to craft? What is it trying to craft? White bark, cosmic ink. What do you make with these? I was trying to craft something, but I forgot. I'm not even sure. Honestly, how did you leech a dog? I already have the dog. What do you mean? Also, by the way, I love me some Fire Mage. I've gotten better at it. I've gotten messed around with it some more. I'm not amazing, but I do love me some Fire Mage. That is really, really fun. Now, in the dungeon that I was doing, this tank, Tov Rapka, whatever, he was just pulling 2 mobs at a time. It's a Bracken Hide. This guy's full 40 item level. The Evoker invited him and then complained about it the entire time, right? Because the dude would pull like 2 mobs in a Bracken Hide. So it's like we're just having to pull for him. And also he did a thing where, let me see if this shows up. Yeah, he just kept them in Sanguine. He would just like, he told us, hey guys, could you kill these mobs evenly? And we're like, what do you mean? Like, this isn't a bursting. But he would just keep him in Sanguine. Like, he doesn't move him out of Sanguine at all. He would just stand his ground. Sanguine, he keeps the mobs right in it. The entire dungeon. It was a really, really long dungeon. I am surprised no one left early. I am surprised because it got really hairy within like the first like 2 minutes of the dungeon. It was weird. But my damage was pretty, I had a lot of fun. I mean, it's a lot of flame strikes. Small pulse to ignite ends up doing better, but I actually enjoyed playing the flame strike stuff. I think I've gotten a little bit better at like chaining it and like being able to get my what is it, the Sun King procs. I'm still not amazing at it, but I've gotten better. I actually like the spec a lot. It's really fun. It's really fast paced. It's not the same as Frost though, but I thought like, oh, I think it's a good trinket, at least for single target, but I remember he does a lot of damage from BFA. I think it may be like better than one of mine. I feel like Amon's Chromatic Essence is generally good, but like for, I need to sim it, but like that's generally decent trinket. Like I'll take it. Yeah, I could upgrade it to 447. I don't know if it's gonna be good overall, but whatever. But yeah, it was, dude, it was rough, man. It was rough. That dungeon. Oh no, it took forever. It took forever. But I like tried to fight the Sanguine, man. It was like a 16 or 17 or something. I don't understand. I have no idea. Sorry, I'm gonna need to delete my dogs. But it's okay, I have one. Hold on, what's his name? Scratch? Or no, that's Tobias. There we go. I have my dog. Does he have a hat when I summon him? Yeah, he does. Look at him. Look at the boy. What a good boy. Yeah, so I got my dog. Let me dismiss real quick. Really 68 full mobs, constantly brought 12 mobs at the start. He was a protection warrior and he will pull 2 in a bracket height. He will pull 2. And I'm just like, man, we kill these so slowly, but we have an Ellie Shaman who is not really interrupting. But it's not really... That's a coin, I guess. I don't know what I do with these now. Just get gold? Because I like, unless I'm like trying to like get a spark. But do I want a spark? Not really. Socket? Do I have enough of these for socket? No. I'm gonna just hold on to these. I don't know. I feel like gold is kind of big now. I kind of do buy a bunch of stuff for like consumables as I'm playing these characters a little bit more seriously. But yeah. Yo, Alan, 20 bones. What the hell? Hold on. Thanks for having such a great channel content. Yo, Alan, thank you so much for being such a beauty. Can we get an Ask Alan chat? Showing our appreciation for the wonderful, beautiful donor of 20. Alerts? Alerts are gonna hit you up in a bit here, my guy. I have no idea why they're not going up. But thank you so much. Appreciate ya. I don't think this guy done the key. Maybe done the key? But yeah. But yeah, 68, dude, 2. He pulling 2. There it is. Hey, my man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Slightly smiling face. Well, hopefully by the end of this week, it'll be like a full-on smiling face. Yeah. This guy got a key done. That's another character that actually ran with a tank that only put like a handful of mobs in a Uldaman, but he didn't complain with me pulling more for him. Yeah. Also, we had a mage named Wellbred being Frost. Mobs are trapped in Sanguine constantly, but like that's why I went fire this week on my guy. I thought, you know what, maybe freeze stuff in like a Healy buff. Probably not a good idea. Anyway, that guy did not poly, like, except for like one ghosty. He only polyed 1, but that's it. He didn't really poly outside of that. And I'm just like, oh my god, I gotta go quick hex. But it's just like, it's me complaining. It's me just complaining for the sake of complaining. Also nothing good here. Unless this is like, nah, I was gonna say better stats, but I don't think I can get better stats on haste crit. Not on this guy. And I guess I can do a couple of these, because I am kind of scraping for gold at this point. So might as well. 16,000 on this guy, actually. I should send some gold over from him over to my other alts. Because this guy already got like everything that needs in terms of crafting. What's this? How could you? What the hell is this? Hold on a second. Wait, is that, did I not work properly? There we go. I don't want to play with you anymore. Talk to the lead. Dude, come on. I have the dog. It just gave me multiple leashes and it won't let me have like... I'd give him brothers and sisters and everything, man. I'd right click on him real quickly if I could. What the hell happened? Hello down, how are you, mate? What's up, yeah, man? Hope you're having a good on my guy. Trees are fun in PvP. Dude, people are complaining about trees, but they are strong. You know that that's actually used to be a thing back in the Alright, Athel, I'll just keep him in my inventory. He'll just sit there as a leash until he'll randomly disappear. Definitely won't be my definitely not me that causes it. That's also not that good. No. Ow. We're chilling. We're set. But yeah. Was it WAD or mob whether it was strong trees and all specs? I think it was. Good question, actually. Because I remember feral druids had trees too, and they'll put up like a rake on people. I think it might have been WAD. Maybe not. Because I know it wasn't BFA. It wasn't Shadowlands. WAD. I don't think it was... hold on. Because it was a talent, wasn't it? WoW Druid MOP talents. There's like a website that still keeps like a full-on guide on Miss Pandaria stuff. Still to this day. No, Force of Nature, yeah, no, trees were apparently in MOP. Yeah, trees were in MOP. So trees were Force of Nature. It's an active ability that summons a tree end, which attacks the current target for 15 seconds. Force of Nature has a maximum of 3 charges, and a new charge is added every 20 seconds, basically current trees. Those trees would also change depending on the person's spec. So for like a healer that would heal, for a Boomkid that would just like, I think they would taunt. And for Feral at some point, I think they would put up a rake, so it's an extra bleed. That might have been a WAD thing, but I'm not even sure. I don't even know what they did for Guardian. But it was on the same row as Incarnation, and that's the first time Druids ever got Incarn. And most Druids just went Incarn just is so good. There's no point of not going Incarn. So it didn't really get a lot of use. But yeah, I got gold on this guy too, because this guy actually uses gold every single day. Every single day. Force out and Resta? Let's go, dude. What does a Force out and Resta do? Resta even do? Isn't it like the Flourish one? I'm trying to remember. That's like the one class I never like really paid attention to, but I always knew it was strong. Speaking of Druid trees, I remember quite vividly going to the PTR during TBC way back in the day. Friends wanted to test this Shaman class. I did for giggles made a pre-made duel, we dueled. And all I did is transform into a tree and heal myself and couldn't dent my health. Was that when Druids got tree form? Like, because at some point it was like just a form that just amplified your heals and maybe gave you more armor. And then at some point it became like a cooldown. But I only played him as a Pandaria. By then it was already a cooldown, so I would have no idea how it worked before. Also, this is another spec here. This is my Outlaw Rogue. I almost want to stop playing him until 10.2. I've been playing a little bit of Outlaw Rogue in 10.2. Doing a little bit of like whatever you can for like mobs, and you could do this thing. It's called a Dalaran Pandaria. It's not amazing, but it's pretty decent for like testing stuff. Sort of. Not really. Kinda. It's better than nothing. It's Proving Grounds. But in Proving Grounds basically give you like different scenarios. For DPS, it'll give you like an AoE situation, or a interrupt situation, or you gotta save your cooldowns while this big guy has a shield, but when the shield falls, it takes more damage, so then you gotta take over little mobs here and there. Or hey, here's a mob that's gonna blow up in a few seconds, kill him really quickly. Here's a mob that's gonna outrange you, but it's still priority. So it's kind of like just sets up different like scenarios for you to kill stuff, and like for mechanics you would see in a raid setting, but nothing that they actually utilize nowadays. It's mostly like what was kind of common in MOP. Plus their health doesn't scale super well. But like at a high enough level, because you can go like infinity mode, the health is scaling pretty high, where it's like, oh, you actually get to plus your abilities and do stuff. And it's been really fun. I am so excited for Outlet because of how fast-paced it is in 10.2. Blade Flurry, full common points in AoE. You go between the eyes, mark for it between the eyes can reset common points, and you go between the eyes again. Straight up John Wick back-to-back pistol shots inside a dance window or vanish window. It is so ridiculously good, and killing speed feels really good to press. So it's like, now I'm playing this version of Rogue, right? I'm going to be going to the raid later this evening, and I'll be playing this version of Outlaw compared to the new version of Outlaw. New version is very, very fast-paced. This one is pretty slow in comparison. The other one has buffs for days, because you can just keep re-rolling with the new tier set and keep getting like buffs that add on to other buffs, and basically always travel with a buff every time you re-roll, so it's like a 2 buff minimum every time you roll, which feels so good. But also the way you can customize your talents is so much better than what we got here. Here, it feels like there's a lot, right? It's a pretty big row. The other one slims down, but like grapple hook is not a choice. You just get a baseline, right? Blade Flare is not a choice. You just get a baseline, right? Restless Blades, not a choice. You just get a baseline. Roll the boats, baseline. So it's just like you get all the baseline stuff. And while it, on one hand, feels like there's less choices, there's actually a lot more, especially when it comes to capstones and like how you can like intermingle the talents and stuff. And like, I don't know, it just feels so much better to play. And there's like a couple of different builds that are coming up. Like, it's still theory crafting. I'm sure we'll find one good build, but like, it's so fun. And now I'm gonna have to go back to this. I can't, dude. I can't. The only thing that feels familiar is like this row right here down, except like this side is a little different, but like this whole rows, all this is familiar, this is the same, this is the same, this is the same. So like the point allocation are about the same, but everything up here, oh, it feels miles better. Oh man, it's just so, all right. We'll just open stuff up. What's up, Oni? How you doing, fam? Hope you have a good one. Hell yeah. Have you done the secrets? I've been doing. We're done. We're done with the raids here. Chat. We're done. We've gotten every good item from the new raid. That's it. We finished. We're done. There it is. I've been wanting to do this for a while. We're done. We're finished. I don't need to step inside of the raid ever. I've gotten every item I can. I'm literally done with the raid. Actually just done. Voice of the Silent Star. This thing does not have any stamina, which does make you kind of squishier. We're rogue. I just don't even know if it really matter. Plus, whenever your allies take damage, your voice has a chance to just steal what versatility from them because they don't even use it anyway. I'll take it. I'm just gonna yoink people's versatility. No one ever uses it anyway. We're done. Hold on a second. I don't want to take a screenshot for the homies. Hey, we're done. Hold on a second. All right. Hold on. I want to do a 3-second delay. Right, point this over. And yeah, we're done. And I'm done with Airbrush. Hold on a second. Let's make sure we guys see this. There we go. Beautiful. Wow. Justin Din. Yo. Justin Din, my guy. Look at what we've gotten. A voice of the Silent Star. We don't need nothing else anymore in our lives. We're done. Tier over. What are your thoughts on 50 to 40 item level jump? What do you mean? Here we go. All right. Yeah, what do you mean by that? Wait, also let me post it in guild too. Here we go, hold on. Sorry, I'm slow, dude. I've been becoming old. Here we go. Just telling them, don't need any more bosses for us to tier bench me. We are set. Cool. Imagine if I'm just like, nah, I'm just gonna take the coins over the voice of the Silent Star. I feel like I'm just gonna wear this. Like, I know it's like, oh, probably shouldn't be wearing it because you know, don't have stamina. Oh, it's gonna be painful. You're gonna die more likely. And it's like, nah, I'm a rogue. I'm a rogue, dude. Come on. Look, I'll just put avoidance on that thing, right? Avoidance or leech. What's better? 446 item level. If I had like a better ring, because this thing is still really good. Unless I get myself a second one of these for 447, or rather 2 of them, and then I swap out this ring to like the crafted one. This ring with the fire proc is still really good. It's ridiculous how it's still like viable. It doesn't work with leech avoidance, vendor it. Yeah, that's what my guild did with telling, man. Leech or avoidance, just vendor it. Done. Let me see. Item enchants, cloak. And I guess avoidance? I really don't know. Like, I don't really take a lot of damage, but I guess like, cause leech, like, I can just kind of heal myself, so it's good against bleeding, rotting damage. Avoidance is good against like big AoEs that may or may not one-shot people, I guess. But yeah, wow. It's not even like that crazy of a cloak. Like, it's just like 2 strains. But I guess it's pretty neat. Nice. Honestly, I think a high item level jump or normal item level was needed for season 2 to 3. 10-2 is like 40 to 50 item level. Isn't it 39 item level? Specifically 39. I guess you could like round it to 40, but 50, it's like 39. Hold on. There's like a Wowhead article on it. They actually like did the math on it. I'm not a math kind of rogue. I'm really bad at math in particular. I'm big on that. Did they not do that? Hold on. Or is that icy? Oh, yeah. Larger item level increase between... That's not what I wanted. Larger item level increase between tier for season 3. 39 levels instead of the standard 26. Mythic Aber's gear for 47. The drops LFR admirable difficulty rather normal emergency. Didn't we do that in BFA too? Like, wasn't like mythic gear of, or maybe it was just mythic to normal, right? Okay, so yeah, 4, 8, and 9. I mean, that's pretty high item level. Mythic plus item level too. So great vault relative change. 470, 483, and the dungeon relative change. Great vault. So the great vault gear cannot be as good as some of the. Isn't that pretty normal though? Isn't that what we have today? Also, that song is new. No, I guess you can't get 447, but you can get 450 or 456. So yeah, I don't know. It does seem like on the lower end. I think it'll be fine. I don't know, man. They might even adjust it a little bit. Maybe they'll give it like 483 base, but you can still upgrade it, right? As per that is the highest though. They are making raid gear the best gear by item level, it seems. I wonder if that's something that will change though, right? But it's only like a -3 difference, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I feel like when it comes to feeling like you completed the content, you know what I mean? But the gear, you gotta do an 18 now to get a 480. Or 483, 420. Okay, I guess it does upgrade though, right? I feel like if they did like 486, that'd be fine, because it's like only 3 below the highest. Or 385, I don't know. Maybe they'll adjust it. The higher item level might be close to 50, to be honest. Oh, you mean on the higher end? Okay, that's what you mean. Season 1 and 2 was minimal and didn't encourage progression anymore. I mean, you're still gonna want to get that, what is it, the 26 item level jump. You're still gonna want to do the stuff and get the better gear. I just think, yeah, this one is definitely like, you're really gonna, I mean, what it allows you is to have a fresh new start, right? So even players they've been raiding in the last year don't have like any kind of gear that's like huge an advantage. But also I think what they're really scared about too, partially, is the item level jump also makes it so that older items do not continue to be good going forward. Because I mean, look at my rogue right now, right? Like this ring, Seal of Day or not, they're nerfed by 25%. It's a 421 item level ring. But if you have any forms of passive fire damage, so like Shadow Flame Wreath or Dragon Fire Bomb Dispenser, it's still really good. It does very little damage in detail, so you're like, why want to get rid of this ring? Yeah, that little bit of damage is still better than like a 447 item level ring for some classes that don't scale super well. So mine particularly. This wasn't like that universally for all classes. But yeah, even the ONYXIA handled it, right? It was low item level, but then the gems were doing really good. Even after the nerf, it was still pretty good for some classes like Windwalkers. We're looking at like, oh, we're still not switching anything. Maybe because they don't scale super well. But also, if you remember other expansions like BFA, Legion, there were a couple of those trinkets that were like, they were just like lower item level trinkets from older raids, but the effect was so strong that even lower item level didn't really matter that much. So I feel like by doing a bigger item level jump, all those other items will be more likely to be left in the dust. 1, 2, it allows for a nice bit of starting line for everybody, so nobody even has a slight advantage from raiding the past tier. You walk into a new season, everybody's basically back on the starting line, especially if you have good enough catch-up gear for players that didn't really play, to catch up more or less close enough to players that are rated Mythic, right? Then at least like the gap is going to be a lot smaller, and everybody has like a nice fresh new beginning, fresh new intro. So I think there's advantages and disadvantages to it. When it comes to like item level stuff, I kind of am fine having like a nice new fresh starting line, you know, because for me, I like grinding gear. I like grinding my character, you know. New season, new me, man. Perfect opportunity for me to get back to playing my main, especially that my main got a pretty big reward too, so it's gonna feel pretty great. But for me, I enjoy that kind of stuff, but not everybody's like that. Some people like to take some of the gear from the last year, especially if you like that like gearing from like classic WoW, right? QBC, Wrath, maybe even like Kata, some of the items from the older raids and older dungeons. This still ends up being like really good currently, You like the people like that type of progression for the character. Like you take certain of those things that you keep with you and make your class. But I feel like for the current design for like retail stuff, like having to go, like imagine if like your best items were from Vault of the Wardens. No one queues it anymore. Nobody goes for it. There's not even like a pug out there that just does it for funsies. Maybe like a guild will go kill the first boss in Mythic, forget for rings for the monks or whatever. But that's really about it. That's about it. That's about all you can do, right? But if there's like an easy way to get those items and upscale them or whatever, and you can always go back and like do them very, very simply, I say why not? Roll another wing. Oh yeah, they're finally giving this bad boy a bit of customization. By the way, if you haven't gotten this thing, you'll still be able to get a chance to get it in 10.2. But we've seen a lot of these customization options actually, like all the different horns, all the different like crests, snouts. That's cool. They're finally giving this thing a little bit of like work. Neat. No shot, the fire proc ring is better for your 447 ring. Jonathan, I simmed it. At least a single target, it is really, really good. But it makes very little difference even in AoE, man. It is, the damage it does is minuscule. Like, let me show you this Mythic Plus, right? Legacy tier, right? Where's the ring? It's over here. It is equivalent to the Inferno Blessing from the Evoker, and that buff is pretty good. Just to give you an idea of like how strong it is. It isn't a strong ring. But it does about the same damage as Inferno's Blessing. So I basically have double the Evoker Fiery buff thing or whatever. Which is like, not the greatest, but like a 0.5 increase is a 0.5 increase, man. That's about 2 milli worth of damage. And I just have pretty much free 2 milli worth of damage just for having the ring on. And for throwing in my grenades, which so procs very, very passively. That is enough to make that ring really good. It's weird, it's crazy, it is very surprising. Surprises me every time I sim it, but the game is like, you got enough fire stuff, use the ring, you'll still be fine. It's weird, man. Game easy, come back to WoW 2 weeks after cast, I'm going to see you for 30 item level HPAL. I mean, yeah, I would say, yeah, current like season gearing is really pretty easy to get into. They are going to be adjusting like the crest thing, but the crest system has been fantastic. I feel like especially for like the lower end players, like if you just grind out some dungeons, you can get really well geared, dude, well fed by the, like, you know, in just a handful of, not a handful of runs, but like if you're really putting in effort, yeah, you can really get well fed. You can catch up a character real quick. And with the new stuff that's happening with the Dream, what is it called? Dream Surge? I wanted to mess around with this system only all of PTR with 10.17, but yeah, Dream Surge does also help out some. Absolutely, can't wait to see as a joker if you're playing a healer. Healers too, I feel like that is a little bit easier because people will take your lower item level. It will be fine. It's fair. I'm actually a good healer too. You think so? It's fair. I'm thinking Ellie or Fire Mage for Gen 2. Dude, I'm excited for Ellie. That tier set looks nutty. I am excited for all that instant casting stuff you'll be able to do. Then you got Fire Mage. I mean, their tier looks alright, but like Fire is still fun. Like Fire I would play just because it's fun. But like their tier set is very, very like basic. Not like in a bad way, but it's not like super crazy compared to some of the other classes that make you play different talents. Chat, let's go get ourselves the red DRAENEI skin real quick, yeah? I haven't got to do this on PTR. They didn't spoil nothing. This is gonna be all new for me. Juju, Dawn of the Infinites is outlaw. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you? You could do it as any spec, honestly. Dawn isn't all that bad. As long as you got decent enough item level, and you have more or less an idea of like how to do the dungeons in terms of like mechanics, Dawn is fantastic. That's another thing to catch up in gear, honestly. But yeah, Dawn, it will be fine with whatever. Snippy Void, XCI, what is this? What am I gonna see here? What the hell is this? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh my goodness, Snoopy. Is Snoopy doing like a one-shot thing? On the PTR?
Okay, that was like a one-shot. That was actually like less than a second. That was like 1 second.
What did you just drop down Sky Fury, Primordial, and what? Like Lightning Bolt or Sky Fury? Yeah, Stormkeeper, Primordial into a Lightning Bolt. Yeah. Yeah.
That was like a one-shot.
Oh man, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yo, Elisha, I'm looking kind of good, right? All right, where's the DRAENEI? It's like out here, yeah? Or not? Where do I go? Why is this place the ghost town, by the way? Is there a request for this thing? I'm trying to get my red DRAENEI skin. Oh. Join him on Argus and Entangle its meaning. It's an Argus? Wait. So I gotta go Legion. Right? Hold on. We haven't got to do this on PTR at all. I don't know where to go. Storm and Keep? Hold on. Okay, Storm and Keep. Is it on the map somewhere? No, I don't even have it. It's like not even a do I have to do the Sentinel summon on this character in order to earn it? Or is it just like I just need to find it? Do you think Druid and Mage Shaman would be better dispatch? 10-1-7 or like 10-2, depending which one. Should be outside the keep for Horde and Valley of Honor. Horde also gets to do it? I thought I thought for some reason you could only do it as Alliance. Oh. Hey. We'll just do this DRAENEI. For some reason I thought it was a DRAENEI only thing. I didn't realize it was gonna be like you could do it as whatever, whoever. Neat. Alright, so I haven't done this again. This is all brand new. We'll know when you're ready to depart. So the Monari DRAENEI. Oh. I do like this side though. I always enjoyed this, dude. Look at that. Oh. Oh, that's so good. There's the Maelstrom. A lot of people actually back in Legion were like, wait, what if we wait long enough? Like, can we see the Earth, the Azeroth rotate and see like the other side, right? Because there's Northrend, there's the calendar, Eastern Kingdoms, right? I guess Mr. Pandari is somewhere down there, but it's still shrouded. I guess that's where the mists are. Although the map, I don't think ever shifts. I think at some point it does like phase, and that's basically back to where it was. You never really get to see the backside of it. I don't know, Mark. I wonder if it was Primal Frenzy's caster and Kamoak or Grand Tier set. I imagine they would, actually. That's a good question. That's a fantastic question, actually. Oh, wait, these show me's. Yeah, wait, did they change it any? I don't think so, but it looks different for some reason. Is it just me? Is it me or do they look like more high quality? Wait, did they change him? I'm starting to like misremember things maybe. Because I remember doing these way back in Legion, but I don't remember these guys look like this high quality before. Huh. Alright. Sorry, I should have put it in there. 10-2. It's too early to tell exactly how classes are going to be when it comes to tuning. But based on like early impression, I think both Shaman and Mage and Druid all look really, really good. Oh, hi, everybody. Literally everybody in the Mother is here. That's so cool. All right, so part of the storyline of this, by the way, I learned a little bit more. So the Monari Eridar, wait, he's already got his appearance? Or is he just using a toy? Oh, no, he's just using a toy. Okay, I was going to say for a second. But, like, these guys have been on Argus while, like, normal DRAENEI fled. But the Monari been everywhere chasing after them for centuries, right? Hundreds of years. So it's like, why the hell would demonic DRAENEI ever join back with a normal DRAENEI? Oh, this guy. Even aid they could offer. I expected these accusations. Yo, this is kind of neat. I wonder if there'll be like those in-game cutscenes like those for Night Elves. Go back to my Roots and two main hands. I think you would like it. I don't know about the enhanced tier set, but I think if you like that lightning elementalist playstyle, I think it'll be really, really cool. Just having to speak with you. Speak to him, Prophet. Wait, this guy's also like, yo, just talk to him. This guy also doesn't like the Prophet either, huh? But then again, it's like, you're like, you know, you kind of just abandoned everybody, didn't you? Fair. Found those guy here. This said help him fight off several Legion ambushes. Oh, so he's helping. Okay. Speak to... Wait, him. You need to explain yourself? I can skip it all? Hold on. I'll try to be brief. I mean, the customization looks so good, man. The red skin. Ah, there's so many mods you can do with it too, like demonic ones. And the fell mods look even better. Sort of people. Is that supposed to be him right here? Loyal Monari. Also the skins too. Oh, it looks so good, man. Explains in the quest. Okay. I'll try to pay attention a little bit, but I'm hanging out with you boys, so help me out here. What if I miss anything important? Invading the mine and that would have known immediately. I mean, kinda. I do miss the model for Kill Jaden though. I mean, he just looks like they gave him like a real awesome model for Legion, and they never really get to use it again. You know what I mean? And red skin and green eyes, the fell cracks NPC only. I was pretty sure that was normal. Like this guy, right? He's got the choice. He's got the fell cracked skin, but he's like an NPC from WoD more than anything. Well, this is just like red skin for like. Oh, I guess he does have cracks in his hands too, doesn't he? Should that be an additional feature? I like how everybody's throwing out toys, by the way. I try to like really pay attention to this. Alright, so it's basically like, alright, I was a coward, I joined the Legion, now I see the error of my ways. Neat. This person Legion fell, some grasp power, either isolate themselves. I guess like it makes sense to like be brought back to the hold since Legion properly fell. Can I mount in this place? I forget. No, you can't. Okay, I guess I can go, yeah.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is
Every time we feel like we skip this song, every single week, man. Alrighty, we go to... I guess I never really explored this place on this guy, did I? This guy is fairly new, fresh character. Problem is with you only get red skin, green eyes, maybe warlocks. I think it'd be cool if they added it, yeah. Like for warlocks, like that fell extra influence or whatever. But I don't really know. I was under the impression that it's just going to be skins, eyes, and hair colors, and I was perfectly fine with that. You know what I mean? I was perfectly cool with that. I didn't even think about like the fell cracks and like the skin or whatever. Also, I miss this place, dude. Not this one in particular, but like the Entor Waste. Bro, I remember just roaming in groups of players, killing rares, doing chests and stuff. It was so good. It's like there's just so much going on, and then we just go over to like Eridet. That used to be another different name, but this place was a pretty great for catch up. Just run around, kill rares, catch up your character there specifically, and then go join one of the big groups and just like get achievements and stuff. Skin, hair, eyes, also new. I think you're right. I think that is all that's new. But yeah, I kind of came in with expectations that's basically all you gotta get, and that's just, I was perfectly cool with it. But maybe they could add more, right? Because they are adding like the Sentinel blue form for, or the blue armor for, what's it? For the Night Elves, which will prove that you can still be Draenei, not despite what I am, but because, not despite of what I am, but because of what I am. Legions made me into a monster, and learn to fear it. Okay. Did we also pair together with one of those Eridar or Menare demons for the sub-rogue quest line? Or one of the rogue quest lines? Maybe like Mage Tower? Because I remember there was one in the Dalaran sewers just chilling there. And then he popped up as a quest NPC for like one of the rogue quests. I don't remember. What's up, Gal? How you doing, my man? Okay, cool. Let's get the quest done. Speak to Nathran slain, and when our cult is slain, Sargeras conduits overloaded. Beautiful. Gotta consider it raid FX, I mean. Really? Go for it, my guy. Do your thing. Let me actually tag all of them here. Oh no, they're casters. Okay. Maybe I should have done this on my rogue. I thought for some reason you needed like a DRAENEI character to be able to do the quest line, but if I knew you just could do your rogue, I would have just done that instead. Honestly. Only online on A. Is it only online on NA or EU? I think it should be up on... I would check for EU. I know it's up on NA right now. But as for like EU, I would have no idea, to be honest. I just have no clue. I haven't checked though. I do have an EU account, but... yeah, it might be one of those things that's like, it's active when like the reset happens. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like after a reset or whatever. Or if it's related to like server reset. At the very least. Dawn more AoE or C. It's like a mix of both, but in Dawn you can change out your talents like between bosses. So like whenever you're doing trash packs, you can just go into your AoE build. But then before a boss fight, you can just go back to a single target. In Dawn, it's not like a Mythic Plus dungeon. Unless you're asking like when it comes out as a Mythic Plus. Is it going to be more ST or single target? I'd say more ST for the first part. Second, there's a mixture. I think it still go ST build or AoE build. I think it generally just go AoE build just because it's just decent. I think it'll be just fine. But yeah, like if you're doing like the normal mega dungeon right now, you can just change your build whenever you need to. But if you're talking about like the solution of the builds once it comes out as the M+, it'll be fine, honestly. Alright, let's get this done. Is that it? Is that the quest? They just teleport located? Or is that just like the toy, one part of it? Hold on. Because at the end of the quest line in here, like the suggested content, it said like you get a toy at the end of it. Like, is this gonna be it? I'd be very surprised if this was it. You just go talk some talking, go kill a guy, a couple of cultists, come back and you're done. I mean, I guess. I was thinking it was going to be more similar to like the Night of Heritage quest, both appearances and the toy. That's it. Just for doing this little like this little quest. Yeah, Mirror of Humility. Take the former Respinant or Manari. See in red. That's it. Wow. Okay, that was quick. That was really quick. Mirror. Wait, this is the same toy. Hold on a second. Hold on, Jewel. It's the same toy. Look, this one makes me a DRAENEI. It's the same toy, except one I have a crystal in my head, and the other I don't. I mean, that looks pretty cool, right? That's kind of neat. That's it. And we got the Bryce. All right. So you're telling me I can just go like customize my character now? I mean, I'll do it. I'm good, man. How about yourself? Dude, excited for 10-2. Excited for all the class changes stuff. Just opened up my vault. Got every single item I wanted from the new tier or this year. So I'm basically done with 10-1-7 stuff entirely. I don't really need to raid anymore. And I kind of just want to see if I can hop on PTR. We'll see if that's available or not. Hopefully it's active. Hopefully it's up. It was just a quest. Yeah, it just kind of felt like two quests. I mean, I think lore-wise, story-wise, it's probably more interesting. But in terms of like stuff to do, like the Night of Heritage quest, I mean, it took it to Felwood, you did a bunch of stuff. You saw a little in-game cutscene with Maiev just going absolutely berserk. That was beautiful. But yeah, this was like two quests. I guess it's cool because like I have my customization, but yeah, I was kind of hoping for more. I don't know why. And now we can go red. There's only two reds. I thought it was like also a purple, like a really deep purple. Maybe that's it. But we can go red. Go bright red. Hair colors, we can go like the red. We have like purple. We have brown and like blonde. Cool. And eye colors. Oh yeah, now we got like different eye colors. So you can go the plain DRAENEI, You can go the green. Wait, can I do green without? You can. Okay, so you can do green while you're all blue. I like that. I like that the settings are like irrespective of each other. You can go yellow? Wait. You can almost go like full Light Forge then. Except it's supposed to be like demonized, but still, it's really cool. I like that, because like the blue and the yellow would look so good together. I think you go purple or pink. I think you go like full on like demonic. Like void. But also the fact that you could go like full void and you can go like any kind of color combination afterwards. I like that. Neat. So like blood troll covered in red. That actually looks kind of dope. I'm cool with this. Like, call them the Redeemer Demons. Is that what they are? The Redeemer. You're cute, Dalaran. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's all it is, man. Good time. Hop back into WoW. Honestly, I think if you're trying to level up a character, 10.17 is fantastic for catch up. But honestly, I would honestly plan around 10.2 at this point than for 10.17. But 10.17 is a good time to like catch up and get a character like ready. If you're looking to level a character, there's going to be pretty big leveling bonuses in the end of this month, September, with the Turbulent Time Waits. Lots of time walking, lots of gear for your mains. Honestly, Turbulent Time Waits is a pretty good time to do it, honestly. At least you try to do Pirate's Day stuff. I would come back towards the end of September just so you can get some of the goodies from the current trading post. Mostly to prepare for October. And yeah, that's what I would do, honestly. Shrug, I guess, is like fun to watch. I just like to fan Wang headcanon. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It was a cool quest line, I guess. What's up, Cora? Hey. What's up, my guy? Hope you have a good one. Demon Dog form needs more. Demon Dog, like the Affliction, the Warlock one. I do gotta get more forms though, but they do got new forms for demons. You just gotta go and unlock them. I don't know if you guys haven't seen that. But it was like 10-1. This looks good. The red actually looks really, really cool. I like that a lot. This actually looks kind of cool. I like this. Hold on. What if I do like a random DRAENEI? These guys don't get any forms, do they? No. They just Light Forge. So like if we were to randomize, I just want to see what it throws up. I mean, that looks fine. It's not really doing like the red skin all that often. A paladin is all red. That's a little weird having a paladin being all red like that though. I feel like that shouldn't work. Oh. What about like a warlock? I just want to put him like in a warlock attire. Because like a red warlock like this would look good, honestly. I do like the yellow eyes and stuff like that. I think some of this combination look fantastic. And I like how they're like not restrictive at all. You know how like the Night Elf and the Blood Elf ones for like the Dark Ranger look? Right? There's like only one combination that works together. But as soon as you switch one of these, like it breaks. And you can't just do red eyes on like this. Like instead of like the deep voidy eyes, just do red. But like a darkest skin tone. It just kind of look all attaches together. So I kind of like what they did with DRAENEI, like how it's just like irrespective of each other or whatever. Warlock, yeah. Let me show you some of the pet models, by the way, if you haven't gotten those. Speaking of, was it Eridar, Paladin, and Wagrade? Yeah, there was one technically. You are right. You are correct. Yeah. Which one was it? It was the Hellfire Citadel. Don't remember the name of the boss. This guy, Tyrant Valari. Yeah. That's pretty cool, actually. Let's run keys soon. Yo, Cora, I'm down, man. Yeah. If you want to run keys, my guy, I'm down to do it. I just want to hop on PTR this week, though. But yeah, anytime I'm not doing that, hell yeah. Let me show you some of the demons, by the way. If you guys are going to play in like a DRAENEI for any reason, or Night Elf, because Night Elves can actually get like the full heritage set. Some of the demons you can get, like some of the forms. I still got to go get the Dreadhound forms to see some of the recolors of these things. Weren't there 3 before, or is one hidden? I thought it was like 3 of them. So that should match like the color presets like these. There's only 2. I do need to get myself one of those. I don't remember how you get either one though. Jake, I might need your help with those. Because I don't want to start getting those guys little by little. Yeah, Tyrant Valari, yeah, that's the one, that's the one. Yeah, I guess it's like, just because they're a paladin doesn't really make a difference. And I guess you could have like demons that are paladin-esque. There we go. Dude, my alerts are so late. I don't know what's going on. Could we get a hashtag Corey in chat, boys? Thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate you, my man. Should be summoning by Friday to members on my side. Oh no. Yeah, man, that does not sound like fun. But that's live though. Live sometimes just hits ya. Sorry to hear that, man. That's not really fun. You can color demons down. Yes, you can get like different skins and different color options. Yeah, let me actually show you some of the ones that I have. And basically like the full set of demons. That was everything for the patch 10.1, if not a 10.15 thing. But that's kind of like a recent-ish thing. If you just go to, it's kind of like how you customize your druid's forms. You just go to like the barbershop, and there you can just customize like what demons look like. So you got a couple of options here. Yo, Shane, my man. Hey, how you doing, my guy? Can we get hashtag Shane as well? Thanks so much, my man. But we got ourselves imps. We got fell imps, right? The older model. And you got fiends. And there's a couple of different color options for these. So for fiends, you're just doing the, like the warlock quest line to unlock these guys. And then you got a couple of different customization for like the normal imps. Then you got fire imps. And those sometimes like you go do a Legion Time Rift, or you get the Grimoire of the fell imp, or you do Burning Crusade Time Walking to unlock these things, right? Some of them do have like how to unlock them. You got the Void Walker, so got like the plain Void Walker. You got the more like GBC classic look at Void Walker, like really like super enhanced version. And then like another one that's like armored. Grimoire of the Void Lord, so I don't know how to get that one, but yeah. But you can get a couple of those for the Incubus. You got, or Syad, you got yourself the Succubus. You got the Cathedral of Eternal Night version. And you got the Incubus. You got the Shavara, Grimoire Shavara, however you get that. For Demon Doggies, you got a couple of options. The new one looks really good. Felguard can be customized if you're a demonology, so you can go the Wrathguard, normal Felguard, a couple different options. Even this guy can be customized. So you got the green, you got the red. You can go like what is it? Grape. You could do the OG, and then you could do this guy from TBC. Shane, my dude, 10 more? Yo, can we get hashtag Shane, my guy? Appreciate you, dude. 20 on the dot, man. Thank you. Seriously, that's very generous of you. Very generous of you. PTR more tuning? Wait, the PTR server's gonna be up today? Hold on, there's even more tuning? Yo! Okay, there's a few. Oh, there's stuff for us to go through chat. Yo, we take a look at these. Hopefully PTR will be up today, man. To finalize it, you also have Doom Guard. You can't really summon this one, except if you do a ritual, so it's not like you really get to see this one. But if you do this like ritual thing and somebody gets sacrificed, you do get to summon it. You got a couple of customizations, but not crazy. Don't go too crazy. This guy's very unique. Although Demonology Warlocks will be able to summon these through a tier set. I do hope that customizing here will also customize the one that you summon through their tier set, unless it goes through iterations and they change it. But like, you basically put this like another Doom dot on things, and as you hit the enemy with a Doom dot, it's like timer shrinks, and then it pops, and it's a chance to summon one of these guys to the Shadow Bolt. I do think if they do that, I think they need to make it so it's a guarantee. I think it shouldn't be RNG, or like every other one you summon. You know, remove RNG some way, somehow. Grimoire the Void Lord, I think, is left over from the Legion system. Oh, so if I just get the glyph, I should just be able to get it then? That's not that bad. You can just buy it from the auction house and call it good. Okay. I do really just want to... I mean, I guess the Void... Yeah, I do want to get that. I don't really care for the Grimoire Shavara. I do want to get these two, though. And this guy's probably like also Grimoire Glyph, yeah? From the auction house. Because I do like these guys, though. The Wrath Guards versus these dudes. Because these guys are dual wield. They have like this chat stance in there. You know what I mean? I mean, these guys are cool, right? You know, like this version is like very Legion-esque. This is the OG. I like this one, though. This is pretty cool, though. But like all these... Wait. The first and the third are very eerily close to one another. Just like high contrast, low contrast. But I like this one and this one. They're like very much Legion-esque in a way. But yeah, so if you play a Warlock, you can customize your demons. What did Sally say? Then alrighty. I guess let's see if PTR servers are up. Yeah. And we'll take a look at some of the changes because I don't really have anything to do on live anymore now that I got my cloak. I mean, I could go for like a croc tusk, but like, who cares, right? Who cares? That's going to be like 39 item levels less than what you can get in the next tier, man. Let me see if we can bring it up. Okay, realms are down for now, but maybe they'll be back up. I am not going to waste time waiting for realms, but I do want to take a look at some of these other class changes. Maybe they'll be up like by the time we're done here, though. Alrighty, class changes, chat. This week, it's a lot of stuff I want to take a look at from last week, but this week is going to be a lot of stuff too to peep. Follow the Ancient. So we got Super Bloom and Emerald Bounty finally working. That's going to be a way to like another world event. I do wonder if that'll be good for like gear and stuff though. Follow the Ancient Spruce Crown. As he blooms, life around Emergency. Assist Spruce Crown with task and defeat any enemies that try to get in the way. Boost your strength with power-ups and magical Dream Fruit. Oh, okay, so that's what that is. Because there's Dream Fruit that can give you like Torghassi powers. It's very similar to like if you've done the... What is that blue dragon area where you can get like the ring and you get like powers but only in that one area? Kind of like that. Dude, remember that zone? People early on in Dragonflight were like, oh my god, the Bring of Torghast back in a Dragonflight? Worst expansion ever. I do remember those like thumbnails, man. I was like, oh my god. And they were like, Torghast is back, boys. And it's like, just for this one, it's like a world quest. It doesn't, you're not getting Lego. I remember people in the chat popping and being like, wait, why is Torghast back? I was like, no, it's just like a world quest area. Like a limited zone. You lose your boss when you leave it. Like, it's just like, just a thing. Basically, it's going to be this back, though. This again. Gain Dream Seeds, an Emerald Dewdrops and activate in the zone. Plant Dream Seeds in various parts around the dream at any time. Dream Seeds will grow. So, you basically do Super Bloom, and you help the guy, and then you can do Dream Seeds. Dream Seeds is something you get to start on your own, right? You find a patch, you pop a seed, you give it some dew. Other people could join in, and then it could also help your little seedling bloom. And when it blooms, that's when you get a bunch of rewards. Once the seed blooms, there's little rewards for these effects. So it looks like you can get a bunch of these blooming at once, but like if players all focus on one seed and let it bloom really, really big, you get more rewards from what it sounds like. Every time Spirit Bloom ends, Emerald Frenzy will begin, which grants large quantities of Emerald Dewdrops, increasing how much bloom the Super Bloom ends with. Yeah, so it's basically going to be like you do Super Bloom, get a bunch of dew, find a patch, make it into a thing, all the players dump all the dew into it, becomes a big like seedling, and then it just like spits out a bunch of stuff. I don't know if it's going to spit out exactly, but I like to try it whenever it's up. Dungeons are available this week, by the way. Dawn 1 and 2. We got Wakecrest, Tall, Darkheart, and Blackrook, which is probably going to be the easiest to scale. The only ones we were missing were Wad, which is the one I was missing earlier, and the new Kata one. I do want to see what the Kata one is going to look like, because that's going to need quite a bit of like quite a bit of work on, but hopefully it'll be fine. Pathfinder's also coming in 10.2, by the way. I don't know if anyone's excited for it, but like normal flying over dragon riding, like that'll be back. Who's actually going to use it though, by the way? I think maybe like, I don't know, it's just dragon riding is so much faster and always found it so fun, but like anybody in chat actually going to use normal flying over dragon riding? And just like be honest. Like who of you are actually just going to normal fly over dragon ride? Because I'm actually like interested to see how many people will. I just think dragon riding is like such an upgrade, but like who knows, right? I'll fly around to unlock Kulturin. I finally got around to unlock Kulturin, like the models or like the zone. I mean like the allied race, because Kulturins are pretty cool. They removed a lot of that rep restrictions from it, so you can just kind of begin the story as soon as you have a level 50 character. So definitely go get all the allied races while you got it. Heart of the Wild Druid has been updated. Now additionally reduces the casting of bounce spells by 30. I like that. Allied races, hell yeah. Increases their damage by 20 was 30. I like the cat spells. I like that. I think it's really good. And generates 1 calm point per 2 seconds while in cat form. I like that as well. Physical damage by 20. I like the resources thing. I think that's going to make it feel and play a lot better. Now I'm making all my lines with Couture so I can punch people. I do like the racial. It's really, really nice. Resto Flourish is a 60-second cooldown was 90. We're increasing the availability of Flourish and its peak power level has gone down significantly. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Fire, Emerald, Force set. Fix initial cause time anomaly to incorrect the trigger. Okay. No longer applies to how many rumors jumps. Alright, so they're nerfing it a little bit. So, Bake Rest, man, when? Dude, we have to do Wake Rest. Thursday is when it's up. Thursday is when I'll be doing raid testing, and then we could jump into a Bake Rest really quickly. And I'll be doing raid testing Friday evening, Saturday evening, hopefully Sunday as well. Because Sunday is the last day for it. But I'll be doing it in my free time. Paladin, Emerald Dreams set bonus, Divine Tone, guaranteed to the target of at least one validating with Xberg. Oh! So Divine Troll, like you throw a hammer in all directions and it just kind of floats out. At least one hammer will go towards the target with Xperk to make sure you proc a tier set. Fix initial targeting Wrathful Sanctions to trigger multiple times on one judgment cast. Fix initial intentional Divine Purpose Imperial Power proc consumption. Most of BFA dungeons were amazing. Yeah, I don't disagree. Like when you go back to it, like Atoll was always solid. I mean, Freehold, everybody loves this one, right? I think like Borealis, which was Snoralis, King's Rest, and what's that one? I don't even remember the name. Crap. Ah man, hold on, BFA dungeon list, because I did. Is the one with the water elemental boss the first boss? Storm? No. Kultura's Dungeons. There we go. Can I get a Kultura Dungeons? Is that what it... Why am I having such a hard time with this? Shrine of the Storm. That's the one. That's the one that people didn't like. That one was kind of fun for sub-rogue at the very beginning of the first boss, because you had these little droplets you could pick up that were like non-hostile, and they were like super slow moving and weren't like threatening at all. You basically would pull them onto the boss and you'd bring a sub-rogue, and the sub-rogue would play this playstyle where they would fan of knives into Eviscerate. And every time you fan of knives, for every target that you hit, it buffed the damage of Eviscerate. So basically you just had AoE, so every global you like full count points, Eviscerate. Full count points, Eviscerate. And Eviscerate was doing more damage per target you hit with your fan of knives, but like to a limit, but still pretty really high. So it's basically a huge funnel, and the boss would just get chunked out. Every Eviscerate would just like 12 executes in a row all at once. It was really strong. That's about the only time like it was really fun. Outside of that, it was just whatever. Shrine of I don't want to play anymore. Exactly, I didn't like Shrine. Like that's the only time when I liked it is when doing like the cheesy stuff like this. But outside of that, I didn't really like the dungeon. It was a dungeon where you wanted to skip so much of it just because you didn't really want to fight it. Mini bosses down the middle, you skipped all of those. They weren't fun. You didn't want to do them. They were just like a waste of time, it felt like. And yeah, it was just I don't know, man. Not a fan. Not a fan. Yeah, Shrine, that's the one. Underrot sucks. I don't hate Underrot. I feel like the first time I played Underrot, I didn't like it. But like when it comes to dungeons, it is definitely one of the easier dungeons. They're very like, I feel like environment-wise, I don't like it. But like playstyle-wise, I think it's definitely one of the easiest dungeons like for the week. Like as long as you do very specific things to get your interpretation for the first boss, then don't stand in front of the second boss. What do you do for third boss? Just don't like make sure you run out your circles, and that's really about it. Like very specific mechanics. If you do them right, the boss is dead. If you do them wrong, boss doesn't die. So I guess it all depends like how coordinated your group is or whatever. But yeah, outside of that, it was like very you could pug it. It's very puggable. I remember doing that a lot for like my Krogtusk. I thought that was better than Altharis when it comes to pugs. All right. Actual class changes. Holy! Heal increased by 40? Okay, they had to do something, dude, because they nerfed Holy quite a bit. Shadow Priest, Death Speaker to reset the cooldown of Shadow Word Death to 10 seconds. Fixing issue causing Death Speaker to trigger cooldown, lockout for Death Madness. Okay, so their tier reset is going to be weird, but you basically press Death Strike and that's it. Dragonflight Mythic Season 3 testing begins between our realms Thursday, September 14th. Yeah, this Thursday. What did PDT? I think it's going to be after the raid testing, though, isn't it? Why Survival was so much fun? Yeah, dude, survival is really good. I like the tier set in 10 too, but it's just a fun spec, man. And hopefully it'll be good in 10 too. Ends Monday, September 18th. So we can do it. Wait, is it evening time? We could do Monday and Sunday dungeon testing then. Let's go. Yo, Jake, you want to do that? Because I'll be doing more of those on the weekend, and then Sunday we'll come back, Monday we'll come back, we'll do more dungeon stuff. I think that'll be really fun. Rogue. Okay, rogues actually got some changes because they were like, okay, we got a lot of your feedback. We'll be adjusting rogues, but here we go. Night Stalker damage reduced to 10% maximum. That was actually told us on the rogue Discord. They told us some of these. If elusiveness now causes evasion to reduce damage taken by 20% was 10. Did they make this even better? Hold on, if elusiveness causes evasion to reduce damage taken by 20% was 10. With elusiveness? Well, we're only getting a 10% DR? Hold on, no. That's not... Is that a new PTR thing? That has to be a PTR thing, right? Is that like that on live? Hold on a second. Hold on. Wait. Listen, it's evasion. Oh, evasion. Okay, for some reason I thought faint. I literally saw evasion and I read it as faint. My brain just switched the two. So with evasion, you get 20% DR. So basically, if you're getting hit by big AoE, well, you're running elusiveness. You can feint to reduce damage or evasion to reduce. That's really, really good. This means that you press evasion. Let's say you're PvPing, right? You're letting elusiveness where you do feint to reduce your damage by 20%. And you also pop evasion against the caster, 40% DR. And Fade has 2 charges, so it's like a full duration of 40% DR. Wow, they're making rogues even better. I'm okay with this. More defense. I don't say no to that. Venom Rush King's energy returned to 5. It's fine. King's Blade damage reduced by 10. Perfectly fine. Is doing a lot anyway. Eternal Blade damage reduced by 20. Sucks, but okay. Understandable. Because you can basically maintain it at all times now. As long as you press Rupture. Exsanguinate passive. Energy threshold. Now has the energy threshold of 150, so it makes it so you really have to manage your energy. Basically, if you're above 100 energy, your dots start to feed a portion of they start to consume your energy to do more damage. So you basically wanted to play into high energy, not low energy. You don't want to spend your abilities and play low. You want to spend, but stay in the high end. So to slow down your gameplay, but like you passively do more. So the change of that, so threshold of 150. So it's a little more punishing if you're not good at energy management. Consumes only 4 energy, which is going to be easier, but duplicates 25% of the damage. Perfectly understandable because it was strong. Exsanguinate active consumes 8 energy to accomplish 75. It's still really, really strong. It's still really bursty. This could have gotten nerfed 12 times over and still be really good. Elaborate planning removed. So you no longer have to choose between elaborate planning, which is 5% more damage every time you use a finisher, or perma slice and dice. It's a longer choice. I'm okay with that. That's actually good. Because it would have been like, you never would take perma slice. You just wouldn't. So I'm okay with this. This is good. I'll be back testing on Blood DK and Monk. Yeah, whatever characters you want to play, man. I'll get a heal up and running. I'll get DPS. I'll get tanks. So like if you want to mix around, I'm down, man. I'm down. But if you can tank for us, I think plugging is going to be much, much easier. Mark for that no longer benefits from cooldown reduction effects such as Restless Blade. Ah, that sucks. But it's okay. It's still really good, but I think it makes Mark for Death less good. We're probably going to end up running Deeper Strat now, but it's okay. Link these changes so I can read them too. Sure, we're reading them on stream, but yeah. Secret Technique Shadow Clones no longer double dip from bonuses like Deeper Strat, and okay, this is good. Because that's why Sub Rogue does so much shadow damage, is the double dip, right? Because it double dips from the actual use of Secret Technique, so it applies it, and then shadows themselves also treats them as a separate target, and also get to use it, and it just double dips. It's good. Garba's Bite damage increased by 20. Yes, get me. You can already have Garba's Bite hit for like 180k crit, guaranteed crit. Give me that 300k crit, man. Might as well. Triggers from energy cost increased. Interesting. Garba's Bite not correctly consumes cold blood. Interesting. Shaman. Riptide's initial heal increased by 30. Unleashed life increased by 40. We'll see how that goes. Imp Gang boss has been redesigned for demo. Summoning Imp has a 30% chance to summon an in-game boss instead, and in-game god deals 50% additional damage and implosion. Is that not how it is on live though? Hold on. That doesn't seem new. We got a bunch of priests. Yo, Redneck, thanks so much, my man. Appreciate you. Can we get a hashtag Redneck for becoming a member, my man? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for being an absolute beauty.
That's how you do it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Very generous of you. Is that not how Imp Boss works though? So, someone in a wild imp has a 50% chance to summon Imp Boss instead. No, that's the same. Oh, when imploded, Imp Boss will summon a wild imp. That's what's different. When imploded, he just does more damage. Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, had to figure it out. Thank you so much, my guy. Thank you for being a wholesome streamer. Great facial hair. My man, it's not that great, dude. Bro, I took a shower and I didn't really get to do the oil, the beard oil, and the mustache wax. I'm looking like a mess, man, but I appreciate you. Way too kind of you. Thanks so much, boys. Hashtag Redneck, appreciate you, my man. Thank you. Very generous of you. Honestly, seriously generous of you. An Arms Warrior. This is the one I'm actually super excited for because they're gonna go bleed heavy. I'm excited for this one. Better than mine. Discuss what immediate exploration of deep wounds on Ren cause too much rotational impact and had an intuitive side effect. Yeah, basically, so you would use Skull Splitter. All your bleed expires, so you have to reapply your bleeds immediately in order to lose value. And it was kind of like, hurry, get your bleeds up and running real quickly. The redesigned deep wounds and random interaction should alleviate these issues while providing Arms Warriors with a new way to interact with bleed effects. Skull Splitter causes deep wounds to bleed out more quickly for a short duration. Okay, so it's like just shorter duration, so you can still reapply it, but you don't have to like really hurry it. Tighter blood and that causes your random target to bleed out 100% faster, not instantly. Okay, this is a little bit better, I guess. I like the instant though. Good evening, what's up, Sally? Head of a man. Yeah, have you seen Sally? Are you still survival main? My guy. Survival tier set though. That current interaction though. Grenades though. It looked good, man. Developer, ignore pain interaction with rage spin. Mechanic has gauze? Yes. The cause is used to deviate from the intent as a preemptive mitigation to an offensive rotation ability. Yes. We are removing ignore pain interaction with these mechanics to restore it to a purely defense choice, so no longer contributes to anger. I don't like this, but okay. I guess it still maintains ignore pain for PvP stuff and PvE stuff. But I don't like this. I kind of like pressing ignore pain in between, but it was going to slow down rotation, but you still generate way too much rage as an Arms Warrior. How are you going to spend all of it? You got Whirlwind, which is like 30-second cooldown. What am I going to spend it on? Thunderclap? Clapping cheeks? PvP changes. New talent called the Elder Druid. When you shift into a combat shapeshift form, you gain Heart of the Wild for 15 seconds every 1 minute. It's the legendary. They gave him a legendary from SL, maybe even Legion. 10-2 tier says going on me. I think the Fury of the Eagle one is kind of weird because like while you're channeling, it like refreshes the buff over and over and over. But I think what will happen though is probably like it'll be like you will hit Fury of the Eagle, you'll cancel it early just to get the buff. I think what they need to do is they need to make it so that Fury of the Eagle does more damage, and when you finish the Fury of the Eagle buff, then you get the bonus. Because I feel like it's gonna be people just like Fury of the Eagle, cancel Mungus Bite or Grenade or whatever, just so you can get the proc and then cancel it. I feel like, yeah. Where you always cop and cheeks, that's why they get so much rage. True. Disentanglement now reduces mana cost of the rest by 40. I don't even know what that one does. Priest, Holy, heal no longer increases by 75% because they buffed it. Rogue, superior mixture is not 50% effective in PvP combat. Okay, so that's the one where crippling poison can be like 72% baseline. It's a fast talent. It's pretty great. Sudden Demise now has its whole threshold of 10% instead of 35 for bleed damage for PvP. So it still is a big execute. It still is a big execute. But it's not gonna go from 35 to 0, but 10 to 0. So basically a monk touch death either way. Fine. That's about as worse of a change as benign of a change as it could have gotten us. But that's okay. Servers are up? No. Do we give him like, we'll give him like 5 minutes chat and then we'll go play on live. Because I do want to play. I wanted to PTR today, but if they're down, what can you do, right? They're giving rogues a lot of love. Dude, they're making us good. Like if you're playing the class right now and you played rogue and you pawn before and you feel like you've kind of got disenfranchised by your rogue, now is a pretty good time to make a big return for 10-2. Now is a good time to at least level the character, get him a little bit of gear, you're gonna prep for 10-2. May not have to play him now, but like once 10-2 is out, that would be the time to start enjoying one. because right now I feel like if you were to learn Rogue, you would have to unlearn some habits anyway, right? As Outlaw, if you're playing the current playstyle, which seems kind of slow in comparison to what you're doing in 10.2, it's gonna be fast. You better get used to the fast new version. Assassination 2 is gonna like, Assassin just like, it's just lacking tools that it has in PTR, you know? It's just like, you're gonna be greeted with fun new tools, like bleeds that actually cleave to people. It's so good. And energy regen stuff, right now you're just gonna spam energy. You're gonna wanna really be careful with the energy management in 10.2. A little more careful. And then the sub is actually pretty fast paced and it's gonna slow down a little bit. I feel like if you PvP a sub right now, you probably would have a better idea of what it'll play like once 10.2 is out, because you're playing for more like big cooldowns during short moments. They will nerf them to the ground as soon as the new build releases. Yeah, probably Plush. But you know what? Let's not be a Debbie Downer like this, man. I believe in our new dev. I believe in the new dev. We had dev Scar. Scar, I guess, isn't working on us anymore, but instead it's who is it? I think they posted it in the Subtlety channel, didn't they? Maybe? Source post. There it is. It's Reels. Reels is our dev right now. Yeah, but I think Reels will do us justice, man. I think we'll do well. I think it's gonna be like the Pally rework or like the Evoker new spec. I think we're gonna be really good for like a good bit. Because the Red Pally is still really, really good even now. More like Legion Rogue? I think yes and no, because I feel like current Rogue is more like BFA Rogue is like Legion Rogue more or less. This is gonna be like, because I guess it depends, right? For Outlaw, I won't say we're like Legion Outlaw because we were like slice and dice by the end of Legion, but like yes and no, a little different. Like buffs are buffs, but like no, couldn't say for Outlaw not like Legion. It's something different entirely. Assassin, kinda, but like a lot more focused on the resources than like before in a long while, man. Like you're gonna want to be above 150 energy to do more damage. It's gonna be weird, but like managing energy is gonna be kind of important, and I'm all in for it. And servers are up. No, I gotta do a build. Okay, update and we're in. Update and we're in. We actually can do PTR, boys. Let's go. Get in here. I think sub is gonna be top spec. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping it doesn't fall off. Right now, I talked to a couple of guildies, a couple of friends that played Rogue before, based on the changes. That's what they said. A buddy of mine that's really, really well versed with Rogue, played it for multiple years now. He is thinking the angle is going to be Assassin and an Outlaw for the next raid tier. Because there's not a lot of reason for 30-second CDs, which is the advantage of Subtlety. Which Subtlety is going back to that 30-second CD rather than constant uptime. Well, like a strong every 30-second CD burst with symbols. But even right now, like these symbols, you don't really play around symbols. You just gotta send stuff, right? You play Shadow Dance, and every time you Shadow Dance, you spank them with the quick secret technique. But like, you don't really ever play like to like a specific 30 seconds anymore. You have good damage even outside of your 30 seconds. So you're gonna be a lot more 30-second based. And with the changes that they're doing to Assassin, I mean, that's the status going up. Plus, you get cleave, which is crazy because Assassin never really had cleave. You could press fan, put dots on things, but you're going to be able to cleave without switching targets. That's huge. That's a lot of downtime gone. And then have Outlaw with a perma blade flurry. And burst. So like every minute, which lines up better with raid stuff. And like substantial burst every minute from looks of things. So, I don't know. I love sub, but it's more time for a change for Assassin to be good and plus. True, I do want Assassin to be good and plus, dude. I am excited. I'm hoping it'll be great. Paper Outlaw should be the raid spec of rogues, lots of cleave. Yeah, or at least mythic pluses. We'll see though. We'll see how it turns out. But it definitely is a better version in more ways than one in 10.2 than it is right now in 10.1.7. Even though 10.1.7 is not a bad version of Outlaw, like it's still solid. This new one in 10.2 is really good. Real good. Legion Gorma bite return. With Gorma's bite, yeah. Kind of, yeah. You're not wrong. I'm trying to remember it a little bit, but like the fact that you have Gorma's bite, it is gonna feel like Legion in that way, but in terms of like overall play, because it was still very like CD heavy. I remember it wasn't bad, but I don't remember if it was good. the same time. You know what I mean? Because like a spec can be bad, a spec can be good, but also it can be not bad, but not really good. You know what I mean? Like in the weird middle ground. Kind of like our shamans are right now. Like they're not bad, like Ellie Shaman, but also not like a mage or a warlock in raid. Or Mythic Plus for that matter. Shadow Priest or mage. But they're not bad. You wouldn't call them bad. We'll see. I am hoping for the best though. I'm hoping that all three specs are pretty close to one another. So there's like some play in end game. That's usually what I hope for, is like at least the specs are kind of sort of close to one another. I got a question for you. Hit me. What is resetting raid bosses to reset less but not reincarnation? Like the B-res? I have no idea. That is... Oh, you mean like the shaman B-res? That's a good question. I have no idea. Hopefully they can rework Rogue tier set around Abyss rather than Sick Tech. So their tier set is reworked around Abyss right now, like the subset. Like you get an image that will appear with you when you Abyss, Black Powder, or Rupture, or a 50% chance to do so at least. Sick Tech, I think you'll still press Sick Tech for like cleave fights, but I think it may end up going more Eviscerate heavy, especially with some of the talented bonuses. But we'll see, right? It all depends how they tune it. I do agree with you. I would like to see sub not rely on secret technique for like one tier, you know, one season, or at least like patch in a season or something, right? Especially for PvP. Like me and Errol's both are the same mind. Like, you know what, secret technique is kind of cool, but it's also kind of goofy and kind of cheesy at the same time. That's just me. It's a cool ability, but like playing around secret technique at all times is kind of it just gets boring after a while. You know what I mean? Like throwing it out once in a while, but like having your abilities still do decent damage outside of secret technique, that'd be okay. But that's not what this spec is at. Shaman B-res, yeah, I do agree with you. I probably should reset when you reset a boss tomb. I don't know. They're probably like the way Blizz looks at abilities. Sometimes they give it like a little bit of a different like angle that they'll look at it. And you don't really know how they approach and look at these abilities until like they write a post about it. Hey, Dalbro, what's up, Bragg? I hit him a man. Hope you have a good one. Hopefully PTR is up today, boys, so we can kind of mess around with stuff. I want to share with some of the classes. Disc Priest is insane. I also want to test out the healers a little bit. But also, Dungeons, not going to have them until Thursday, but we are streaming Thursday then. I'll be up a little bit early, I think, for raid testing. Probably 30 minutes before, and we'll hop in, do stuff, play a bunch of classes, try things out, you know what I mean? Maybe we'll get a... It doesn't look like we get a Demon Hunter update this build, but hopefully at some point in the future. I'm good. About you? I'm doing pretty good, Bragg. I'm doing good, my man. Hope you're having a good one. Next year said full Legion Eclipses all over again and miss a playstyle. It's just full on Legion Eclipse. You mean like the Boomy one? Boomies that I've heard talk to, they're pretty excited about their tier set. They're pretty excited. It looks pretty good. I think the damage is going to be kind of nutty. I don't remember exactly what they did in Legion, but I think that opener like Eclipse damage for your Wrath and Starfire, I think that's really nice. It's going to be cool for PvP to line it up. And also the extra damage from Star Surge and Starfalls just ends up working really well into like their build. I think they're going to end up playing like banking resources, go into Eclipse, spend it, send it, and basically go back to full spend, full bar, and then spend it. So banking and sending is going to be the play, but like at least they get to do something with the resources, you know, because they're actually on paper are pretty simple. Like as a spec, they're actually really simple. They're like Industrial Warlock simple, you know? Not exactly like mechanics wise, not literally soul shards building and spending and chaos bolts, but like in terms of stuff to do, there's just not a lot going on. You know what I mean? There's a handful of buttons. It all depends what they do. All right, chat. Which class you guys want to see? I want to mess around with stuff. I want to mess around. Any class you want to see that we can take a look at here, I'll be down. Because we don't have dungeons, we don't have anything crazy like that, but I can do some stuff to show you how the class is going to play. There is, like for healers in particular, what I think would be cool is to do the, what are they called? They're called Proving Grounds, I guess. All the rotation really fast. Yeah, I mean, I could do that. I could show more or less what it looks like. I could try doing it as fast, but it's a really fast-paced rotation, man. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on this one. But yeah, it's a little bit laggy on PTR, so I'll try to see if I can get myself like in a decent spot where I can like hit a dummy. Let's go to like Zuldazar, I guess, yeah, because I'm in like a Legion area. Let's go to Zuldazar because there's like a couple of dummies on the side that maybe we can just hit. Yeah, I'm laughing my ass off because Blizzard drama made by Snowflake won over the outfit. Oh, you mean the mage one with the hat thing? Yeah, I've been staying out of that one. I prefer staying out of that one completely. Like it's interesting to watch from the sidelines, but like I just want to stay out of it completely, man. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just it seems messy. You know what I mean? But yeah, I saw that Lace got like dragged into it, and I was just like surprised. Something broke. Take my bags. Wait, hold on. We do this, right? Throw the bag. Up over. Nice. Fix. Now we fix. Now we're good. I have to do that every single time I hop on. I don't really know what you're gonna end up playing as Outlaw at the end of the day though, in terms of builds, but like, this is the build that I've been playing so far. I think we're probably gonna have to go back to no mark for death, just go into like a plain Jane deeper strat. What do you want to see, like single target build games or like AoE build, man? I guess they're all the same really, aren't they? But which ones would you rather see, my guy? AoE or single target? Yo, what's up, Ace out of here, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Go over here. Congrats on Cloak. Hey, dude, I'm so excited. I'm done with this tier. I need nothing. I told my GM, like, okay, I need nothing from this raid. Please, if you can sit me, I volunteer. I literally need nothing. Too much AoE, please. Okay, we'll do Mark for Death. They did nerf it, so like, you know, like I have cooldown reduction for Mark for Death. So that's gonna kind of suck, but it's still gonna give you like a big opener. And I think as a button's still gonna be really good, like as stuff dies. By the way, I love the fact that Outlook gets a baseline grapple hook. Look at that. It's like you got big old lines in the very beginning, but you got no blade flurry, no grapple to pick up. You gotta just pick up a build. But yeah, I've been playing around with this a little bit. So there's a couple of different options you can play as Outlaw. I love the capstones too. Green skin, which doesn't synergize with crack shot though. So if you pick up crack shot, probably not a good idea to pick up green skin either. Killing Spree feels really good to play and does a lot of damage. They did have to nerf it a little bit, but like it's still good. Hidden Opportunity is fine. It's still strong if you play into like an ambush build with Audacity. It's still really good. Keep It Rolling is a lot better now though. Without tier set, you're gonna be rolling some good buffs, and then keep it there forever. It's gonna be a lot stronger. Sorry, you already killed Sark? Yeah, Myth Plus. Yeah, Myth Plus. If I look at us now, yes, but even better. So you got a couple of things, right? There's a couple of things to watch out for. So, so the spec still has a cooldown reduction thing, passive now, not doing letting your talent into it. But in terms of like class stuff, if you're doing like AoE, you're gonna pick up Dance, so that will play similarly, although you will not play Ambush anymore. Unless you play any Hidden Opportunity, you'll just Sinister Striking because it gives you pistol shots, and that's better right now. So you'll be placing Dance as a cooldown outside of your Vanish windows, but basically instead of Vanish windows. But Vanishes are going to be part of big bursts because when you stealth, and for 6 seconds after you stealth, the Subterfuge, and then for 2 more seconds, or 3 seconds here, 3 seconds here, 6 seconds of after you break out of stealth, you get a 10% damage buff. So that's kind of good, but also makes like Shadow Dance not as necessary. You also will play around the Echo Reprimand, which is going to make your finishes a little stronger. It's just strong overall, it's just good. And you'll be pressing between the eyes as much as you can while you have a stealth buff, whether Vanish, Stealth, Aura, or Dance. And you basically can keep pressing between the eyes over and over and over. Between the eyes also has a chance to refund back its comp points, so you can go between the eyes, full comp points, between the eyes, full comp points. You just go John Wick in the opener. It is actually just nuts. Also, you get a buff here too, where you kind of want to start pressing Blade Flurry on cooldown. Blade Flurry initial damage is 100% stronger, so Blade Flurry can do 17,000 damage. And it now generates a combo point for every target you hit. So you're gonna go into AoE situations where you're like, alright, Blade Flurry, 4 combo points. You want to press Blade Flurry on cooldown now. You also get a new set of rules here where while Slice of Dice is active, it doesn't lose duration while Blade Flurry is active, so while Blade Flurry is up, Slice of Dice doesn't go anywhere. Let me show you real quick. We get Blade Flurry back really quickly. Real quick. Look. Slice of Dice ticking out, ticking out, ticking out. Blade Flurry. Frozen. And Blade Flurry duration freezes when you have a Drone Rush. And when you have a Drone Rush and Stealth, everything freezes. So like in the opener, I Vanish. Everything's frozen while I'm Stealth. It is so nuts. It is ridiculous. It is so good. Alright, so more or less like what your opener is going to be like. I don't even know. Hold on. Let me just go reset real quick. I just need my Blade Flurry. That's awesome. It's fun. Alright, so I kind of need my cooldowns though. I want a drone rush back, but you know what? I'll just do it with the Echo and Reprimand. But your opener is basically going to be like fire as many pistols as you can, ideally. Do I have resources? I do. Kind of need those to watch my stuff. So you're gonna blade flutter really early. You can see like pistol shots are resetting themselves, or between the eyes is resetting itself. But while we have stealth buff, like dance or vanish, we're gonna vanish. Between the eyes, between the eyes, between the eyes. So you can just keep between the eyes in the opener, a bunches. And everything between the eyes also uses dispatch. So you're doing quite a lot of damage with 2 of them going off at once. With Crackshot, you just get both of them. It's really, really strong. If you get some nice crit buff too in the opener, it's pretty good. But basically, it also gives a playstyle where you don't really want to use between the eyes outside of like your stealth windows, really. So you're gonna have to be really careful with it. So you gotta be really, really extra careful, but otherwise it's really good. Okay, so we have dance here. Also, blade flare, I gotta start using that more as a common point builder. I gotta start looking at that in that way. But you can more or less see what kind of damage this does. Blade flare to refresh my stuff, common points back in. I am gonna use between the eyes there. I probably shouldn't have. But what now I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait and use vanish until a little bit later. And I have vanish back up. Try to go in between the eyes as many times as I can. Yeah, didn't really get much value out of it. I guess now I can do between the eyes just because vanish is not available for a while. I'm just gonna let the cooldown reduction do its thing. But if you can, between the eyes, inside of stealth, and if you can hold it for a little bit, I think like 10-ish seconds, it's worth holding right now. But yeah, pretty good. And it's pretty smooth. That's the best part about this playstyle. It feels very, very smooth to play. That was 3 resets in between the eyes. It just resets himself. See if I can get a proc again, if possible. Sometimes it procs, sometimes it doesn't. Like they're proc. But you can basically get between the eyes to proc of itself, then proc, then proc, then proc, then proc. And you can have like a couple of them in a row. There was like 3. But you can see like overall damage output, it's starting to inch out towards between the eyes. I do have advantage, so maybe that kind of bugs it. But to some degree, like you can see between the eyes is a lot more active of an ability. It is spread, it is kind of breaking itself up a little bit because I am vanishing. Dispatch is still going to be used as a button. Okay, it's doing 1,000,000 damage. I don't know why. What did I hit to the 1,000,000? But you can more or less see like it does a lot of damage. It does crit damage is higher than that of a dispatch. Dispatch crit damage is about 68,000, but it also can ramp up a little bit with the buff here with a summarily dispatch. So it can do a bit of damage, but like a between the eyes can do like 100k if it crits. Also, between the eyes, the buff itself is different. Now it applies on you. It says 0 here, but trust me, it is calculating, it is adding into this, into the normal crit damage. It's just your crit getting buffed up. See, it's gone by 20%. So it is doing 20%. Tooltip says 0, but it is still functional as 20. It's no longer a debuff on the enemy, so if the enemy dies, you don't lose the access to that buff. And also don't need to focus down the guy that you just between the eyes. It's just a buff on you. You can switch targets without losing damage and value. It's so nice. I should practice Outlaw. It is very fast paced in the opener. Your openers just do a ton of between the eyes, like off the bat. Let me see if I can just like wait and just kind of get some buffs here. Because I do want to show more or less what like that opener looks like. Well, let me see. I think I got some stuff. I really would love to have what's it? Adrenaline rush, because that gives you just free calm points out of that. But let me see what the opener looks like. I wish I had a drone rush for this. But you can see there's somebody between the eyes you got in the opener. Just pop, 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 dude. John Wick. 8 hits overall. With dispatches that are just happening for free. That's another thing. So when you look at the between the eyes damage, you might as well, at least while in stealth, right? While in stealth, you might as well be taking that 100k hits, 115 highest, plus a normal hit over dispatch. 30-40k extra. So you're doing like 150k per between the eyes during your stealth moments. During vanish, during dance. It's so good. It is so good. And it's just like, it feels like you're just using finishers a lot. So for anything, I would definitely look at putting between the eyes in a position where it's really easy for your hands to reach it and use it instantly, kind of deal. You know what I mean? At least between the eyes, yes, it's on us instead of the target. It is such a good change, man. It is such a good change. And then there's just abilities like Killing Spree. Like, this is an ability. Let me just go through like a normal rotation and just kind of prioritize Killing Spree here, right? Just actually prior Killing Spree. As a button, it's actually a solid button. Like, I'm just gonna use Killing Spree whenever it's up. Just prior it whenever possible. Should be up here in a bit. I should be dancing to him. Yeah, we'll just start Killing Spree whenever we can. Just, it's all about rotating as many buffs as we can. Yeah, not having this come back as fast as it does. Like, not having this on cooldown reduction feels really bad, by the way. I miss between the eyes already. But the comp point generation is super fast now. I do like this about Outlaw. Like, it's very fast paced. Ridiculously fast paced. You can kind of see like where the damage of Killing Spree is. I am vanishing a lot though, so it's kind of difficult at times. But it's not like we stop doing stuff. And is this Killing Spree? The Killing Spree is a little bit lower. I guess it was doing a little bit too much damage before, wasn't it? Now this is a lot lower. I wonder if this is because of like Blade Flurry. Is this track for Blade Flurry anymore? No, not really. Now I'm starting to think maybe Killing Spree is more of a single target ability rather than AoE ability, chat. I actually got to use it here 8 times, but only like once. Here too. Yeah, I'm thinking Killing Spree may not have the interaction with Blade Flurry, because the thing is on live, right? Let me see. I had talents, just to make it easier for myself. Killing Spree on live has a Blade Flurry AoE interaction, which I don't think it has it on live, on PTR. Killing Spree. While Blade Flurry is active, it hits up to 4 nearby enemies for 100% more damage. That is gone, so it's mostly used as a single target ability. So I guess when you take a look at Killing Spree, you're not really looking at it as a AoE ability as much anymore. It'll be a prior ability, it'll be funnel ability. How much damage does it do to that one single target that you're in front of right now? Okay, Vanish did not work at all. That's really bad, because it goes my between the eyes. Okay, so I'm just gonna hit the dummy for a little bit here, maybe get one more Killing Spree to give you guys an idea of like where Killing Spree is at right now as a button. I still need to be using between the eyes a lot, or not between the eyes, just a shot a lot more often for the procs. Okay, so we got like 3 Killing Sprees in there. I'm gonna turn around. You can kind of see more or less. I did vanish at some point, didn't I? Probably. But you can see more or less, like the damage is getting there, right? How long was this? This was 45 seconds. No, this is more or less like... So I did a Killing Spree in the opener here. That was 5 seconds duration. This was a 45-second duration. So here I got, how many Killing Sprees? I got a one. Current segment, how long is this? 39 seconds. Okay, so this is a segment where I think I got Killing Spree twice. No, it's still one hit. Okay, so I need to find a way. Let me do this. Let me not Vanish, because Vanish kind of resets stuff for me. With Vanish, like, it gives you a different chunk of the damage done. I'm just gonna use my between the eyes like normal. I'm gonna use Dance in order to get myself that good between the eyes value. But that's really about all I'm gonna do. It's just between the eyes for Dance. And I think I'm gonna try going for 3 Killing Sprees, and after 3 Killing Sprees, we'll see like what the damage is looking like. Just so I can give you guys a bit of an idea. Yeah. Any change to DFA? DFA is still a PvP talent. I think they buffed the damage of it a little bit, but I need to take a look at it. That or they removed it. One of those two. No, DFA is still there. I think they buffed the damage of it to be 15% stronger than 10% stronger. I think that's like the only change that has really happened. Unless I missed something. I'm pretty sure that's all. Tier sub procs and Convoke Feral big. Oh, that's huge. Yeah, you definitely gonna have to play Convoke then. You have to play Convoke. There's no choice around it. Okay, so we get one more killing spree. Give you guys a bit of an idea of like how that plays. You know, we may actually end up using Blade Flurry. Get like that one extra calm point. Okay, killing spree. Then we're gonna just turn away. Right? So we have that one sequence. Use killing spree as much as we could. Lots of melee, lots of vile bile. But more or less killing spree, the damage that it did is about 2.5% from my main hand. And then about 2.4 from your offhand. So together it's about like 7.6% of your damage is killing spree. So killing spree would land somewhere around here, like under the melee, but somewhere where the Blade Flurry is at. Blade Flurry, by the way, does damage and builds a combo point, so you're gonna want to start pressing it. But yeah, more or less that's what it's gonna be. This is that is said. This is me without going for like my between the eyes vanish resets, where I can go between the eyes, between the eyes, between the eyes, between the eyes, which is also going to help me with that cooldown reduction. So I'm going to be able to get my killing spree back faster. So I guess I also could have maximized the damage a little bit too if I went like a full on Dread Blades, minus a Blade Flurry, still want to press it anyway, and then Ghost Strike for more single target. But we'll see. But the damage of it, more or less, you can kind of see like where killing spree is at. Chat, do you think this is high enough, or maybe you could use a buff? Yeah, no, good, bad. I want to see to get you guys your opinion on it, because I think the damage is higher, but I'm also trying to think of like in the context of, will I be even more aggressive with my cooldown reduction? So this actually would have a higher uptime. It's just with my vanishes constantly happening, proccing over and over and over. It just keeps giving me like a different sequence of details, and we can't really ever see it. 440 arcade missiles, 100k per bolt. Wait, really for the GF set? I want to test that out, man. I'm pretty sure my man Seabar got already someone cooking, but I want to test for myself too. See how 90 arcade is going to be an unplus with the tier set. I think setting up a missiles though is going to be a pain, but I think once you do, it's going to be good. I just think it's going to be a pain. Line to Zolda for tier, go for it, my guy. But I think it's going to be a pain. I don't know if you're factoring that in, like the pain of building for it. It's gonna be something. You're gonna have to really set it up, be like, all right, boys, you got my buff, go, go, go. It's like a 30-second buff. I guess like you'll be able to plan around it, but dude, it's a ramp. I don't know. I think they need to maybe lower that ramp a little bit, you know, or maybe like every so many minutes or so many seconds you get a buff. Your next missile is gonna do giga damn. So at least you can do that in the opener. Let's see, Boomy. We could do that. Yeah, I could go back here and we could meet up. Would you guys want to see a SAS? You guys want to see at that place? Alright, let's do Druid, man. Let's switch it up a little bit. I don't think Druid got too many new changes when I looked at him initially. But we can... Okay, I will not be able to go to Zoldazar. Yo, can you... Jake, do you have a character that can go to Borealis? I can go to Borealis. I can't go to Zoldazar on this thing. Unless I just want to die. Unless I want to just die. It sounds eerily familiar. You guys... Say. All right, yeah. You cannot, dude. It's embarrassing how many XDs, how many Ds in the XD I sent to my mans just now. It's embarrassing how many. He just right. Warrior's gonna exsanguinate. Literally, what ruined Assassination? I don't think it ruined Warrior, but. My man swapped off of Rogue to go play a warrior, and he can't escape rogue. He can't escape it. My guy. You swap from rogue just to get rogue mechanic. GG. Good guy, Blizz. When you put it like that, can we go to Borealis? Okay, we'll meet you in Borealis. Sure, you got some boomy stuff. I don't know what you would run as a boomkin, but like boomy talents didn't change too much. All I know that, okay, I can do while flying. All I know is they added him like a choice of mushroom, or you can go to like a big beam that puts a dot on everybody. So you can either go big burst or smaller burst, right? So this is what they changed. I think you pick up wall mushrooms that do a bit of damage, but also that dot mushroom thing baked into the talent. Or you can go for orbital strike. Wait, 30 seconds? Charge. Okay, 3 charges. That's fine. I was about to say. Or big orbital. So orbital was part of the incarnation, right? You would press incarn. It would give it like this line that you can make, and it would do a beam across, and everybody gets stealth there. Now you can either have orbital strike as a separate ability to beam things down on a 1.5 minute cooldown, or just roam mushrooms, which are like more chill version. Like it's all aight, but like that's really about all that changed, I believe. Although I could be wrong. Oh wait, what the? Chat, what can you tell me that's wrong here? Look at this. What can you what's wrong? What's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with this picture? Anyone? Not a lot at once. Arms rogue, basically, Zan. Basically. Chicken, yep. But what's wrong with this picture? An astral, yeah. You know how you get the glyph to get astral form so you don't have to look like a chicken? This is like, nah, you're stuck like this. Yeah, I literally get a glyph so I can see my night elf. And now we're just like a space chicken. ×2. Woo. Wow. So good. What a good change. Wow. Drew 10-2. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that isn't working. Maybe that is working, Frenchie. Because they are doing some new stuff with boomkit forms. Maybe this is working. Maybe this is like, oh, it's intended. Speaking of this, I want to see if the barbershop has any new forms. Because I know some are coming as like glyphs. Nothing here, but at least this works. This wasn't working last week at all. So let's do this, except because I like the good bear form. Cat forms? What a form. Do I have the new ones? Oh no, I think I have to unlock it. Okay, so that's gonna be my cat form. You guys like it? I thought wearing some armor would help. Alright, okay. There's no more. Oh. Good to know that when I'm a bird form, I'm just like a floating ghost. Okay. Alright. It's kind of working. Sometimes. Alright, boomkin it is. I don't really know the spec super well anymore, man. I just know that you would drop dots and stuff and you're good. For the most part. Force of nature? Is that it? That is a talent for them, isn't it? Yeah, for them it's just to summon 3 tree ants at once. Not just one. But no one really plays them anymore. Have you tried red? I did a little bit GE in my free time. It's not all that different. Okay, so the boomy tier set is interesting. When Eclipse ends, or when you first enter combat, you enter Dream State. Reducing the caster of your next 2 starfires or rather by 40, increase the damage by 60. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. When Eclipse ends. So it basically makes it so that when you transition from Eclipse to Eclipse, you can, or actually what you will probably do is you will probably press, you would chime that together with Incarn, right? You would get into combat, press Incarn, so your next 2 starfires or rats, while Eclipse is active, are doing giga damage. So you'll probably do something like this, right? Press enter combat, Incarn immediately. So my next 2 starfires should do a ton of damage. I think they would have. Oh, I do like the fungal growth, like how the dot is maintains itself. I do like that. It's gonna be pretty easy to maintain so you can get that triple waning twilight. I was like baseline baked into the talent, not like a separate talent you used to pick up. So like your openers and druids are gonna be kind of rough, kind of mean, because you're gonna be with waning twilight the entire time. I think that's gonna be really good. And then the mushrooms back, and you can use that to pop it back up. I think you'll probably want to chain. You won't want to throw down a bunch of mushrooms at the very beginning. You probably want to like chain them and like keep the buff rolling as long as you can. But that's gonna be really good, I think. I am messing it up though, not going for my starfires, because I need to keep the dot rolling. And also, part of the force set, let me see if I can get our combat real quickly. Star Surge and Starfall increase the current Eclipse Arcane nature damage by additional 3% up to 15. So what I think part of the playstyle is going to be for Boomies, for Druids in general, I think is to, yeah, I'm out of combat. I think you're going to want to kind of bank up your resources in the opener, right? So like maybe like single target will be a little bit better. So like you'll bank up your resource in the opener, and you'll want to spend, and you'll want to start surge again. Now you got full 15% extra damage. So now we're playing Wrath, pressing Wrath. You get sort of like the big damage burst. You'll do it again. You'll probably want to just again maintain full resources, so you can send out start surges really early on. Probably even with bounce of all things, because that'll probably fit pretty well. And you have good like uptime afterwards, but you'll still probably want to play in around like high resources off the bat, just so you can send him immediately. Although I feel like that's gonna, if you're not used to Boomkin, probably will lead to overcapping, just because you kind of want to get through this force set buff as fast as possible. You know, look in general and get the proc. Hold on. True, new one does seem real good. Oh, the arcane with missiles. Yeah, I didn't to see it for myself though. But the prep work for the arcane thing is gonna be, I don't know if you'll go harmonic arc echo though, but like maybe, right? Maybe. Is this you? It's you, mistake. Hey, there we go. You got a burst buff. Hey, let me get my details up and running. I more or less can see like what the damage looks like. It'll be very difficult for me to like do pure single target on this thing, unless we go over to the PvP dummies. What is happening? Hi Dal, Sally, what the hell are you doing? Blazing Soul, intellect increased. Huh? Ashes of Ember Soul. What the hell is happening? Drop power from the remnants of Ember Soul, gaining a bunch of intellect, decaying over 3 seconds. Once effect ends, become burned out, losing haste. You never lose it though. You're just literally a walking flame strike. What is happening? When circumstances are dire, your soul ignites, granting you bonus without decaying. So it's refreshing itself? And you got the coil? Did you pick it up just for haste, you goober? Also, you get the staff. That looks pretty cool. I like that axe. That looks neat. Oh, it's gonna be the Farak axe. Okay, so they gave it like a simple model then. Agi? No, it's different. Farak cantrip, axe, 2-hand. Is that the Lego or is that something else? Or is that gonna be the Lego? I'm not even sure anymore. What is happening? Can do. We might be back into Kyrian playstyle when I think about it. But hold on, why though? Hold on, but why though? Where are you? Where'd you go? I don't know where you went. But why? Because the thing is with missiles, you'll burn through like Kyrian very quickly. Unless you just mean like just for like basic arcane blasts. Yeah. What kind of stuff are you trying out? Or actually, I guess Hunters didn't really get anything new, did they? Except for Fury of the Eagle. Yeah. I think you would go Bombardier though. with the resets, I think you definitely would do that, and you would just go maybe like not explosive expert, but everything that buffs your grenade damage. Yeah, I think it basically lets you build. It's sealed. It's set in stone. But yeah, Boomy is not really a different, chat. Boomy didn't really change too much. I think it's just gonna end up playing around like the resources a lot more carefully. I think it's still gonna be effective though. Ooh, your incarnation windows are gonna be huge though. I didn't even think about it. 2 eclipses are active right now. Yeah. Wait, how much more can I do this? Can I get it to 30%? No, yeah, 30. Plus the moonfire damage. I mean, that is gonna be effective. Not gonna lie. Super effective. This AoE kill shots I believe from CI gonna be hard to give up. I feel you on that one, but I think with the tier set, how it gives you like free charges of grenades and refunds on grenades, I feel like you may end up doing that. Just call it a gut feeling. I don't know what you'll actually end up doing though. But who knows, right? Who knows, honestly. Like just going off of my gut here. I'm actually see if any boomkits have gotten anything since this. Because like Starfall damage is going to be good, Smolder damage is good, Starfire damage is good. Actually, I didn't realize just how hard Starfire is going to hit, and then Smolder is going to be even better. I didn't even think about it. I still got a fuse stone? Okay, that's gotta go. Hold on a sec. I still got one of these things. Oh my god. At least slimes are actually doing stuff for me though. That's weird. 100% uptime on the 4K agility buff from the trinket. Is that an agility buff from you? It's intellect buff from me. I guess that makes sense then, yeah? Okay, I want to see how you end up doing that Kyrian thing. Oh, you mean like with Kyrian and you will go for like barrages then? Is that what you mean? Barrage, 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 barrage. I guess that could work, yeah. Is it counting your damage right now? I mean, barrage is doing really good. I want to see this missiles just shoot up out of nowhere. Unless you stop. Oh, you're still doing stuff. Okay. Put it right here. Once you get the big missile combo. Still building. You got 4, 5. You need 1 more. That's the thing. It takes so long for you to ramp up, man. It's crazy long. You're touching magic though. That's gonna be pretty nutty. Buff is there. Do you have the clear cast? Maybe? I'm waiting. There goes the missiles. I guess missiles do quite a bit though in AoE. But that ramp is so long though. I don't know. When you said you wanted to do Kyrian, do you mean like you wanted to do the Arcane Harmony? Because then that's going to be really good. For like barrages and stuff. Just because missiles might be kind of okay. Or you'll be able to build it up very, very quickly. Yeah, I don't know if Radiant would be the I mean, Radiant's good as a button on its own. Like as a button, it's just pretty good. I honestly think Arcane Bombardment is a must-have. Not against dummies, but like in general. It's just the execute is so good. With barrages. Weak are so much to track. I bet, man. I bet. Yeah. Let me take a look at the druids to see like overall what their changes has been. Because I think Boomy is just like very, very minor, chat. I think Feral probably has more going on than Boomkin. In terms of like new stuff, Boomy's I feel like are going to feel very familiar. There's a full list of notes for them here too. This is like everything condensed. Yeah, Boomkit is just like damage is buffed, Nature's Grace against a little bit less haste, Power Golden is a little bit increased. Goes where Star-Lord was. They're not doing the Star-Lord with the are they not doing Star-Lord at all anymore though? Yeah, no, Star-Lord is there. It's just 4% haste for 15 seconds, but they want to make it like super like whatever. This just simply reduces the cost of your abilities. So I think Rattle Stars is gonna be the play though. Power Golden, they're trying to buff it to make it like more competitive as you go down the rows though. So that's still going to be really good. Orbital Strike redesign, but we talked about it, how it's the same thing as Mushrooms. Basically, it's a cooldown or just a simple, smaller buff. All depends how you play it though. Both could be good. Rattle Stars no longer, yeah, just passive buff, fungal growth mood, but it's part of the Mushrooms, but Mushroom damage has been moved a little bit. Yeah, I don't think Boomkit is going to be any different, chat. Another class, see Feral. Okay, we could do Feral. Feral tier set I think is really interesting though. I like that one a lot. Oh, I guess I also could have done like agility stuff. It's agility instead of int for more weapons. Druid stuff is going to be Feral Frenzy. I don't know what kind of build you will want to run for druids at the end of the day, but I feel like you'll want to run Feral Frenzy like no matter what build you run. I just don't know how you will like alter it. Let me see if there's any Feral like Mythic Plus builds where I could just... Actually, a lot of them do use Feral Frenzy. So there are builds that utilize Frenzy even right now. They prioritize take 1 point out of here, put a point here. And then we'll take a point out of this because I guess you don't really need the energy, and we'll put it into Shred. That actually makes sense. So you have more priority damage. And they actually go for bites. Over what though? Oh, another thing they did too is that they don't have Cat's Eye Curie anymore because nobody played it. Instead, they added Saber Jaws, which is kind of strong. When you spend extra energy on first bite, the extra damage is increased by 40%. That seems nuts. That seems really, really good. I kind of want to try it now. What would I drop for it though? So apparently they'll drop the double clawed rake, but I wouldn't be able to put points into this, would I? Yeah, I need to still spend a point. So I want to drop 2 points out of something, put it into here. I kind of want to drop points out of this and do it like that. But I still need a point here then. Unless I do it like this. Yeah, that could kind of work. I kind of want to try these big bites, man. 80%. Yeah, so look, it's going to do a big old bite that does more damage per bleed. And then 2 points it can do. Okay, now I want to do 2 points into that. What do I drop though? Rip? Rip and tear? Probably rip and tear, right? And then just play into rampant ferocity? Oh, it doesn't even matter. Okay, it's a lot of like single target focus, basically. It's more of a funnel build now. Okay, it's kind of broken. AoE is going to be dog, or rather, it to the cats, but it should be alright. Also, I need Convoke, don't I? I think I need Convoke now. Didn't they also change another thing with druids? Hold on. They changed something about their compound regen. Not regen, but like some resource regen aspect. I just need to keep like... Okay, I got this over here. This will work. It is the, for druids specifically, feral druids, Ashmane's guidance effect on incarnation. So this thing, okay. For Incarn. During incarnation, Avatar of Ashmane, aim for 30 seconds after it ends. That's kind of strong. Your Rip and Rake each cause affected enemies to take 3% more damage from your abilities. 6% more damage during it and for 30 seconds after. That's going to be kind of strong. Oh, but now I feel like I need a point to this too. Oh man, having this be 2-point ability, I don't know how I'm gonna... Because I can't even take a point out of here because then the rest of it locks out. I'm basically going to drop like Circle of Life. Because this is already going the cheaper route over here. And I kind of need this. But I kind of want to do this too. Are the Wild Grants calm points in Cat? Yeah, I think it's for the... Wait, for this spec? No. Not for this, right? As a cat, I get bear form. I get stamina and frenzy. I get more healing and mana cost, and I get boomy damage and shorter cast time. I don't think I get anything from cat as a cat. Later response, but the biggest change for boomy is that you can bounce of all things plus 1 Incarn combo capstone, which would be really big for keys. Hold on. Oh, take out bounce of all things. Let's go big Incarn. Okay. Plus mushrooms. Yeah, I think mushrooms are gonna be really good too. ONYXIA most broken 100 combo on PTR. Hit me with it. Are you here? Which one are you? Are you this guy? I mean, I see the most broken 100 combo right here in front of me. This man is literally a walking flame strike. Like, it just keeps resetting. Also, how much damage are you doing with that? Does it even do damage? Hold on. Let me get in combat. Is this it? Is that the one? The one that just keeps on flaring over and over? Or is that something else? I think that's something else. I thought that was it. That's another thing, isn't it? What the hell are you running? Oh, Trinket. Have a chance to a low chance to get you an annihilator flame. I don't know. It feels like you're just doing a lot with it anyway. Whisper to you. In Discord or in game? Because I didn't see it. If it was in game, I didn't see it. I'm blind. My eyeballs. Ashes of Ember Salt. That one. Okay, so this showed up for me. Now it shows up with agility. Drop from the power remnants. 20 seconds. Decaying over 3 seconds. When circle sits at a dire, you soul ignites, grant you this bonus again without decay. So like execute mechanic when you're low? Or is it like you're in phases of like raid? With that Hunter Firelord? Honestly, dude. Honestly. Alright, let me mess around with this now. Hold on, let me get a different mix or a different song. The hell are you gonna go? I guess here? I don't really have a button for you now. Put it over here, but I'm never actually gonna be able to use it. Alright, how do you pair? How do you cat again? How do you cat again? A Feral Frenzy? Bite, bite. Oh, these bites are gonna be nutty. These bites are gonna be mean. These bites are gonna be kind of nuts. Also, I definitely need to do that whole home point thing. What's it, 50 energy? Yeah, 50 energy. If I just have my bites go above the energy cap, like we're chilling. I probably should be going AoE, huh? There's a brutal slashing outside of like 3 bites. Look at these bites. Yeah, this is some funnel build right here. Some funnel build. Not having double rake is weird, by the way. Also, this feels a lot slower. I don't even know what kind of build you would run. I do feel like now that I have to go into Feral Frenzy and then picked up Saber, I don't think you would pick up Saber Jaws for AoE. 100 to 200k? Okay, normally that happens like inside of Incarn. Normally that's like an inside an Incarn window thing. It's just 200k. Just why? Just because. Just felt like it. Felt like buying for 200k. I might take it back later. Hold on. Okay, I want to kind of go for that big bite again with okay, I'll be able to tiger resist in a bit. Hold on, bite. Bite. Big bite. Okay, that's actually kind of fun. Oh, that's gonna be good. Oh, the funnel. Oh, the funnel. Oh. And Rampant Ferocity actually does a lot of damage. They changed it so it no longer scales with bite. Probably a good thing, but now bites just kind of naturally do this like damage to all targets affected by rip with like a soft cap. Probably good that it doesn't do that because this is the damage it's doing now. Imagine like with the big old 200k bites. Yeah, that'd be fun. I already missed the Aber's tier set. I guess it depends on the class. But for Feral Druids at least, I like their new tier set. So, Feral Frenzy is shorter cooldown, grants 20% more damage, and Smoldering Frenzy. During Smoldering Frenzy, you also do fire damage to stuff. So it's kind of neat. I think it's going to be a decent bit of damage, but that 20% raw damage done, that's going to be nice. Every 30 seconds too, so it has a good uptime. And also can proc, as Jake said, from your Convoke. So if you can get it down to a minute, somehow find the talents needed to drop it down to a minute, that's going to feel pretty good. There are Feral Frenzy there once. Just now. There are Feral Frenzy at all. Tell me a Feral Frenzied. Or no? There are Feral Frenzy there? I didn't get my proc if I did. Rake, rake. There's bites. I don't think I Feral Frenzied at all. That's on luck. Oh, do I need to do this? Convoke cooldown is 50. Duration number of spells reduced. Convoke Spirit has an increased chance to use exceptional abilities, so that'd be Frenzy. So I do need a talent for this. Which to make a focus CDR talent because it feels so weird. Which class are you talking about? For survival? What do you mean? Oh. Fear of the Eagle, Ruthless Marauder. What about it? They need to make focus give CDR a talent. Oh, for the grenades. Oh. I don't know. I feel like so there's a couple of things with Abradus here though I felt like was maybe a little bit too much and a little bit overwhelming in terms of like, oh, things are coming back a little too quickly. I can't use my other abilities fast enough here. I need to still get this toy. It's so good. I still gotta get one of these, man. I've never gotten it. It's such a long quest line, but I should do it. Oh, did you Dalaran? Let's go. It looks so good. Look at that. That's such a good toy. God, I gotta go back and get it. But you gotta go do all the old dungeons. Gotta kill normals or heroics for those. What am I trying to say here? But that one I felt like it just fits things you don't want to press into your rotation. Like, you still don't want to press it, but like it kind of makes your rotation I felt like a little bit sloppier. Not having like the kill command in order to grenade feels so good, but also not having your the grenades come back nearly as much as quickly. That also is nice. I gotta say I like that a lot. I think that's really good. Also, look at this unholy DK dude with these double mages. Look at those boys go. That's a nice little buff they give him. But also, I feel like everybody's gonna run this trinket. I do hope they fix this before dungeons are up, because you're just gonna be 5 members in a group just flame striking on themselves the entire dungeon. It's just gonna be impossible to see, dude. You're not gonna be able to see anything. And everybody's gonna have this trinket that just constantly keeps reprocking itself for permanent, basically permanent, like agi strength. It's like whatever. I don't know why it keeps doing that though. Your attacks have a low chance to draw trauma from victim manifest cruel blade. Is that another trinket? Or no? Something else? I don't even know what buffs he got. It's some other buff. Igara's Cruel Nightmare. No, it's a Lava Serpent thing. Or maybe it's the new enchant? Incandescent Essence? It might be that. I would have no idea. I have no clue. Trying to find my monk to copy over to the scroll. And the scroll list goes on forever. Yeah. Cooldown reduction during Fear of the Eagle. You gain extra charge of Wildfire Bomb. I think either cooldown reduction or during Fear of the Eagle buff you gain extra charge. I think the Fear of the Eagle gain extra charge is probably a little bit better because then you can kind of control it, right? The cooldown reduction is scary though. But then again, maybe if I play around with it more, I'll agree with you. But right now, I feel like you get enough grenades as is, but because you still get that auto attack thing, because that's also a pretty big contributing factor. Where your auto attack just keep giving you back your grenades as well. That's pretty huge too. So I feel like if you took out both of them, then yeah, it'd feel pretty slow. But I feel like it's not gonna be that bad. That's just me though. Another class chat. Give me one more. I gotta go get some food and get raid going. Yeah. Gonna make your hands off with the keyboard, legs sync, do all the energy. Yeah. You will. Oh, you said the jailer too? Yeah, when you switch over to your monk. Yeah, I remember I had that before. Shadow Priest? Okay, Shadow Priest is gonna be interesting. Assassin, Shadow Boys though. Assassin or Shadow? Because Shadow is interesting, man. It's an interesting tier set. It's kind of weird. It is pretty weird. It is a tier set where you kind of want to play. You kind of want to press. What is it? You want to press. What am I thinking of? You want to press Shadow or Death a lot. It's interesting. Mounts added. Are those the ones that we've seen? Yeah. It says new mounts, but it's not something you would have. I mean, if you haven't looked at WoW at all for 10.2, then I think these are new for you. But otherwise, Shadow Priest? Alright. So Shadow is an interesting tier set. Very, very interesting indeed. You basically want to press Shadow Word Death, and you want Shadow Word Death to do damage to you. The more damage Shadow Word Death does to you, the more damage you can do with your Shadow Crash or Shadow Word Pain. It basically, it's weird ramp, by the way. It's such a weird ramp build. It's so, I don't know if it'll fit the spec super well, but like you guys will let me know like if that like sounds fun or not, because I messed with it a little bit and I'm like, I don't know. Let me see if I can just run out of here real quickly. Go to like the train dummies and Borealis again. I just say like an on-level train dummy. If I really want a good train dummy, I'll look in the mirror though. Let's be honest. Wait, I didn't need to go that way. The portal's on this side. Hold up Borealis just because there's a nice smattering of AoE dummies you can hit to. A bunch of them like put together. Also chat, what are your thoughts on the warrior tier set? Some people really don't like it. What are you guys' thoughts? Some people really dislike it. I can't stop thinking about that one dude from StarCraft, the flamer dude, the one that goes in a bunker and just like absolutely blasts Zerglings out. That's what I'm thinking of every single time I see it. But other people look at it and they see just a rusty can of beans. That's all they got. Alright, so this is the set. Theirs is really weird. What trinkets do I don't even know how to use? I don't have any good trinkets, so we just gotta ignore those, right? Ignore my trinkets and cloak. Ignore that. Ignore my character, essentially. Shadow Word Death triggers 2 additional times. So when I press Shadow Word Death, it will like hit me a couple of times, right? And it gives me a stack of Death's Torment every time it hits me. Triggers again one additional time at 50% effectiveness, so like when the enemy is super low. If Death Speaker is active, or if the enemy is low health. So if like I have Death Speaker proc, which is this sound right here, where Shadow Word Death would hit multiple times, it just to make sure that Shadow Word Death isn't doing too much execute damage, but also isn't hitting me too hard either. But you basically just kind of want to press Shadow Word Death to build up the stacks of this madness buff that you get, Death Torment or whatever. We're gonna put it over here. And like the damage it does is, I guess, it's kind of like okay. Shadow Word Death itself, you know. But after you build up the Death Torment stacks, what Death Torment does is each time you take damage from Shadow Word Death, you can stack Death Torment, increasing the initial damage of your next Shadow Word Pain by 250% per stack, or increasing the next Shadow Crash by 50% per stack, stacking up to 12 times. So with this, I have 3,000% more damage for my next Shadow Word Pain, which does, with this new stacks, initial damage 83,000 when I first hit, and then 24,000 shadow damage, but it's only for the initial. Or for my Shadow Crash, which is 50, but I don't think it counts properly, but it says 8,000, it should be a lot higher though. So like, let's say if I watch a Shadow Crash after all these stacks, it's like 50k each, as you can see. 50k, but the ability also has a soft cap. So there's that, yeah. So the idea is like you want a Shadow Crash or you want a Shadow Word Death as much as humanly possible. And when you have Shadow Word Crash up, you'll use Shadow Word Crash on AoE. Or not Shadow Crash on AoE whenever it's up. I don't think you want to delay Shadow Crash. I think you'll basically still want to use it pretty regularly, even in big AoE situations. But Shadow Word Pain is mostly like a single target thing. Now for Shadow Word Pain though, I do wonder like if I pray, because I'm playing into Misery, right? So whenever I VT, I also Pain. Okay, so you can VT while still holding on to the charge. So you still can spread dots and kind of bank it until like a big moment, and then when you need Pain, consume all of them at once. So Pain by itself as a dot is going to do a bit of damage, but also the initial instant damage is also going to be added to it. This makes Shadow Priest want to play into like instant cast damage like Dark Ascension, where your non-periodic damage and abilities will do 20% more damage. Let me see if I can get the hell out of dodge, get away from this guy and drop combat and reset it. For PvP in particular, there's some interesting stuff to it. Like with the PvP talent of Catharsis. 15% of all damage you take is stored. Cannot exceed 12% in maximum health. Initial damage of a Shadow Word Pain deals that stored damage to your target. That damage can be amplified twice fold over, and it can be 20% more effective with Dark Ascension So it's some kind of like a big burst thing you can do with it. I don't really fully understand it, but it can do a lot. It's interesting. And you can, I guess, do this. So you and your Mindbender do 5% more damage if you want Mindbender with it. But yeah, I think it's about all you can really do to like maximize the damage for it, though. Forge Storm is gonna need nerfing. What's Forge Storm? Forge Storm. I don't know what that is. Out the top of my head, or at least I'm thinking of priest stuff. So I don't know what a Forge Storm is when talking about priest. Thinking about priest, the weapon. No, I don't think so. I mean the item, because look at that like 39 item level difference. Maybe it'll be that good, but like I don't know. Like we'll see. I think probably not, but it's a pretty big gap. Yeah, but think about the weapons you can get from the new raid that also do fire damage and a higher item level. So I think it'll like naturally fall off, but who knows. Also depends on the build you're gonna be running, plus primary stats. You're missing those. Shadow gonna be hated. Big bursty, I love that. It's gonna be bursty, that's for sure. So I'm gonna try to see if I can just like ramp up and try to see if I can get myself like the biggest setup with Shadow. Right? Just the biggest go. Because I want to try to see if I can stack it up fully. I want to see what's the highest hit you can have with Shadow. So the idea is like I want to make sure I have all my dots to maintain my mastery full value. Right? Shadow Word Death on cooldown. What else can I do to amplify my damage? Just like really beef it, besides like Mindbender and Idle. Здорово, брат, my guy. How you doing, my man? Hope you have a good one. Vladimir, здорово, друг, как дела? Как тебе стрим? Except first Deathmark. I wonder if that'll work. But, I believe it should. Buffs or finishers. Yeah, I have no idea. That's a good question, though. What am I getting pinged for? Yeah. Wait, so I think I'm actually marked as like none. Not doing any fights tonight. Unless it's a meme. Unless it's an actual meme. Okay, I might actually not even see any fights tonight, chat. I don't know. It's either acid is messing with me or something. Okay, let's try to see if I can just. I think I get 4 if I do these guys. Like they execute 1, 2. Yeah, so I can get like 4. Oh, that's a lot more stacks. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. I don't think it's actually doing the thing where it's supposed to only do like once or twice. 1 additional time at 50% effectiveness. Target is active or below. I don't think it's actually just doing once. I think it's doing a lot more. All right, full buffs are up, right? Everything is available. Full dots are active. Big ascend. Trinket. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. I didn't expect for it to hit for 222,000 Overshadow Word Pain. I thought it would be a pretty big number, like 150, 130. But 200 exceeded my expectations there. I guess I did use a Viridius Fragment, and when I have 4,000 extra intellect, my first global max intellect is there. And I guess I do have like, what, 15, 45% damage done to the target with all my dots up. And 20 with Dark. I did not expect for the number to be nearly as high, chat. I did not think it was going to be that high. That surprised me. Where is it? Here. 200 to 82. Imagine if that crits. That's half a mil in a Shadow Word Pain. Wait. It cleaves too. It cleaves. Direct damage inflicted targets with VT will cleave. Okay, now I need to try this out again. I need to stack it up, try it again. But I'm gonna put dots on everything. Just said it's doing 2.7 million in 2 minutes. It's really good. I don't think it's gonna come out the way. I don't think it's gonna come out in the current way that it's handled. But I think they're gonna make. I do hope they balance it. I guess. Okay, chat. Ready? 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 This is gonna be the most amount of damn. Okay, I'm gonna dot everything. VT, not with pain. Okay, full dots. I don't have my trinket, so hopefully we'll get like a big proc and. Okay, that's only 170. Not with a trinket, but yeah, they didn't cleave nearly as high as I thought it would with Psychic Link. Didn't cleave nearly as high. I don't know if it actually collects the Shadow Word Pain instant hit of 176k and cleaves it, but maybe it does. It might not reflect it. That's something that I think worth testing. I have no idea. It looked like a little low. Looked a little low. But the Shadow Word Pain damage is. I don't know how it's gonna fit the spec, chat. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I think it's gonna work okay, right? I think it's gonna work fine. But I feel like it's gonna be way too... It's weird. I think it's gonna be too weird. I think it's gonna be way too weird. I don't know. Also, how long do you have a sentence for? Oh, you're actually gonna extend it for a while, huh? Friendship badge. I gotta mess around with the new trinkets, man. I haven't even touched those at all, and weapons. I gotta play with those as well. Even if it gets nerfed for a little bit, it's still doing big damage strong. It's permanent version of Bone Dust that you gain HPS and absorbs from. Okay, not exactly in the same way. Like, to say, like, it's like very much a simplification. It's very, very different. Hey, Dad, what are your commands for the Manari at Raider? All you have to do is be Horde or Alliance, and there's a quest in Orgrimmar or Stormwind. Go to Stormwind Keep, like outside of the Stormwind Keep, the front entrance. And I think it's outside of the Orgrimmar area somewhere. Chat, where would it be in Orgrimmar? But you I just did it on a max level character. I don't know if like you could do it on a lower level character. It doesn't look like there's any requirements, or maybe like a level 50 character minimum at most. It seems like none. You don't even have to be Alliance or Horde for it. Just get on your main highest level character, go to Orgrimmar or Stormwind Keep, and that's it. You're good to go. No, yeah, it looks like there's level 70. So the only level 70 then requirement. Are you sure? Because I know the Night Elf Heritage questline and the Undead can be done at like level 50. I wonder if like the DRAENEI or the skin is also like a level 50 as well. Even if it gets nerfed, it's still a little bit dim. Yeah, no, it's oversimplification to say it's basically BDB, because it's not really BDB. What it is just 20% more of your damage becomes a heal. Portion of the Shadow Flame damage gets collected, or a portion of Shadow Flame damage gets collected as a shield for your stagger specifically. So you can take that frontal damage from physical or AoE or whatever and use that shield to absorb stagger. Not only stagger, but also your personal damage. But that shield for stagger is a separate shield as well. So it becomes a lot more interesting to play into when it comes to AoE damage. That means you do want to purify stagger, but also being able to pick up big stagger damage. You can take a huge bit of hits even when stagger is down, but you can also leverage that in order to give yourself a... It's just really, really solid. It's the fact that it absorbs stagger damage, which is what can really kill a monk, is really solid. It's a nice stopgap, like a full-on stopgap. Because you have a specific shield for stagger and a shield for yourself as well. It is a nice reset. It's huge defensively. The man level 77, at least one character 70. Maybe. I don't even know, actually. Because... That's a good question. That's a good question, Braga. Because you don't even need to do that. It's just the fact that you don't even need level 70 to do the Night Elf or the Undead thing. I wonder if you even need level 70 for the Manari. Do they have like a post about it? You know? Jake, I'm just saying, like, the thing is even cooler than... Like, the way you describe it makes sense. But what I'm saying is the tier set is even cooler than that. Right? You gotta... It's even better. Do they have anything actually in the Yeah, then I have like a WoW post on World of Warcraft website about the red skin, the DRAENEI skins. Yeah, I thought it would have like an announcement and maybe like a restriction in there, right? Hey, the questline is available. Does WoWhead have a restriction for it? Or like, have they tested it? They may have. Questline walkthrough. From what I can see, the only, yeah, okay, so they do have a WoWhead requirement. The only requirement is to be level 70. It can be done by any race. Okay, so you do have to be maxed out for it. Okay. Cool. No, you're right. After completing the quest, go to the blacksmith. You can go to the blacksmith and get the Path of the Naro thing, return to Hearthstone. You can get a Hearthstone with Naro. I need to go back and get it. And apparently you can get a bunch of weapons from the blacksmith in a camp. I missed those entirely. Yeah, so if you do the DRAENEI questline, by the way, go to the camp that you're next to, and the blacksmith there you should be able to buy a bunch of stuff from him. I didn't know that was a thing. And the damage side of it. Oh, like the heal? Kind of. But like even better. I like it because there's like a lot of like damage you can do. Is that you on Big Fisty? I like it a lot because of like all the fire damage elements you have, right? Like the breath of fire is fine, but then also the explosive keg, exploding keg, that's really, really good. Charred passions collects into it. Dragonfire brew also collects into it. Is it? So what becomes Shadow Flame damage for the tier set? Actually, I keep swapping the wrong thing. Breath of Fire deals issue damage to Shadow Flame. Honestly, I don't even know if you will do this. Don't you want to do this then? Hold on, the Breath of Fire. You breathe fire additional 2 times. If that still counts as Breath of Fire, damage is increased by stagger. I think you take Dragonfire Brew just so you can get more Shadow Flame value out of it. I think you have to. Is it only that ability that does additional Shadow Flame damage? I keep switching to talents instead of tier. Attacks against targets of Breath of Fire deal additional damage, Shadow Flame damage. Oh, attacks, your normal attacks against Breath of Fire have a chance to deal 10% damage to Shadow Flame. I think if you want to be as consistent as possible, you'll probably end up running the breath build and like breathing as much as you can. So resets with breath. So yeah, Solar Beam, and then you would probably run Dragonfire Brew for that consistency. I think that's all you can do with breath, right? Breath of Fire. Would you run this? Hold on, yeah, probably do actually. Blackout combo, where Keg Smash, Tiger Palm, Breath of Fire, damage increased by 50%, damage reduction increased by 5. Yeah, you probably run Blackout combo. And just do as much breath stuff as you can. I think that's what you would like. That would be the core of your build, and then you just pick up whatever. I don't even know if you'll probably still run Bone Dust. It's still really, really good. But the done some buffs are like New Ozawa, so maybe like they'll make New Ozawas a little bit better. And if you are going to be playing to like stagger, right, big stagger, so maybe there'll be some stagger value as you shed that stagger with New Ozawa. But you'll be able to really go heavy on stagger since you can now absorb stagger, so you can really go risky. I really like that. Best thing is to wait until release, but I'm sure 100. Yeah, probably. Read those trinkets? Hold on. Let me do it. Trinkets are taking damage from nearby enemies cause you to counterattack physical damage, granting Rise in Rage. Gain 1 second Rise in Rage, granting 16, I guess agility for you. Stacking up to 30 times, okay. Make her every 3 seconds. 30 stacks Rise in Rage, gain Fury of Ursak. Consuming them, counterattacking blows and regenerating health. Maybe that's good. Oh, counterattacking all blows seems really good. I don't know. Is that good? Deal Shadow Flame damage every time to you and nearby enemies every 3 seconds while in combat. That's gotta be kind of nice. Give until Rage Hard for 10 seconds, absorbing damage. I mean, that's a nice absorb. But in 2 minutes? Wait, but suffering Shadow Flame damage. Wait, that still works for your tier, doesn't it? Because it's still doing Shadow Flame damage either to yourself or nearby enemies. Lashing out to nearby enemies are 1 second, dealing Shadow Flame damage split between them. So you take Shadow Flame. Oh, double dipping. That's totally double dipping then. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Damage increase per enemy stuck. I think that'll be a good trinket. That seems really solid. I don't know about the Gift of Ursak, Urk Toss. maybe that's good. I don't know. I guess it all depends how fast you build it. I think maybe it'll be okay. Who knows, honestly. Is it Mini Western works for Raid and Stagger? I do think you're not thinking about the dungeon trinkets though from this season. Not current season. But like, what do we have? BFA. Ataldazar. I don't think Ataldazar has any good trinkets. Oh no, we're gonna be able to get Midas Talisman again. Worst trinket NA. Oh, actually disgusting. This would be nice though. That's a good trinket. Waycrest? What does it have? It has a Balefire branch. That's gonna be really good. That's gonna be Caster's favorite. Butchers was kind of okay. Music box though. Oh, I do remember that one. Music box together with a signet, so it has more chance to trigger the other one. That's gonna be good for healers. I don't know. I think tanks are probably gonna end up running the new stuff, aren't they? A rare card? That's gonna be pretty good as a defensive, but maybe you swap one for the other, unless you go full defense and just do super high keys, which I guess is always a possibility. What else do we have? It's also Legion, right? I keep swapping the wrong one. Blackrock Hold. I don't remember. That's good. Chuck and Flame Sound System. That might actually be kind of solid. Spike Counterweight. I remember that being pretty good. But I don't know. I know that one used to be kind of sort of okay. Kind of sort of okay. Not really like singing praise or anything, but better than nothing. One of these was really, really good. I don't remember which one though. Maybe it was from Vault. Damage in spells have a chance to put a Nightmare. Okay, now it's a caster thing. Range attacks spells have a chance to deal additional. I don't remember that being good. Egg. I mean, haste is kind of nice. I mean, if that becomes an actual, like, time-walking trinket, that could be kind of interesting. Maybe. Maybe you're right. Maybe there's not a lot of good dungeon trinkets. It just felt like you were just, like, completely cleaving a whole piece of content out of possible. Let me just look at it like this. Everbloom. I mean, that could be good. Like, not for Monk, maybe. I mean, that could be good. 1 proc per minute. So basically, every minute you get 10 seconds of just 4,000 haste. That's a lot. Oh, it's a caster thing. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Hold on. Let me see one more. One more. Cataclysm. I doubt this one has anything good, though. Melee attacks have a chance against your Mastery and Versa. I don't know. Yeah, probably not. Okay. Unless it changed those entirely. You're probably right then. Probably Raid Trinkets are going to be the play then. Yeah. Staying away from looking at what kind of dungeon loot because they're most likely going to be changed. Yeah, well, to some degree, but they didn't change all of them, did they? Because in the current one, like, Vortex Pinnacle, they didn't really change these trinkets that much. They, like, adjusted some values. But for the most part, they didn't really change them in terms of how they behave. So I highly doubt that they would go change too much. You know? What trinkets did they change though? None. I think it was season 1 that changed some stuff, didn't they? I guess season 1 also was just like... What did they change in season 1? I don't remember. I don't remember what dungeons we had. I know we had No Good. Core didn't change that, except the ring. They changed that a little bit, but that's really mostly tuned it down a little. Halls, they added weapons. What else do we have? I know we had 4 Dragonflight dungeons, but the non-Dragonflight dungeons, I don't remember what we had, man. Hold on, can I look it up? Wow, I had season 1 Mythic Plus dungeons. Ruby Life Pools, Algathar, Azure Vault, No Good, Halls, Horde of Stars, Halls of Valor. Oh, Shadowmoon. Yeah, that basically stayed the same, didn't it? Temple? Did they change anything in Temple? I don't even remember. I don't even remember. I forgot it was temple. But no, not really. Not until the trinkets. I know they changed the values of some items, but that's really about it. At least I think they did. I don't remember now. Man, SBG Quarter Stars Halls. Yeah, and Temple. SBG Quarter Stars Valor and Temple. Temple of Jade Serpent. I was trying to remember it. I don't think they changed a lot of these. I do hope they changed mechanically the new dungeon. But I'm thinking like, I don't know, maybe these trinkets will come out wholesale, but that'd be kind of like jank though one day. I don't know. It just, they didn't change much in the other one. I doubt they'll change much here. But like, these are some weird trinkets though, man. I guess every minute 30 you just get spell power or chance to get mastery or just 130 strength and crit. I mean, that'll probably come out as is. But I don't know. I am hoping they change stuff, but I'm starting to think probably not. I do hope they change the elevator boss though, and then this guy at the end. Oh, this is gonna be a hell of a fight. I'm hoping they adjust it. You know what? I would even. I feel like I know BFA dungeons were like not all of them. Like Siege of Barras final boss in particular with Goth, but like I felt like this was at least done kind of okay with cannons, right? You literally just cannon him down. Nothing super crazy. But like you're fighting off tentacles and it's like a wave defense kind of deal and like different spaces or whatever. And you had the positionally stuff and cleanses. But like that I feel like was another tentacle boss. I was like 50-50 whether the community liked that one or not. But even that one I think was done better than the temple one or Thermotides one. It was like a long time ago. Doesn't it? It feels like forever ago, man. It's crazy. Actually crazy. And we had thundering affix then too. Seasonal affixes, man. That we don't have them anymore. For Borealis to return. You know what? I think Borealis, if you were to just adjust it a little bit, give everybody the Horde starting area, right? Don't do the Alliance starting area. Give everybody the Horde area and the Horde mobs. I think it'd be very doable. 1. And 2, I would adjust some of the mechanics that people really dislike, right? Like final boss. Make it like a really clean. Really clean. But otherwise, yeah, I don't think that one would be too bad. This was a lot better though with season 4, where you could do a lot of skips. I also think maybe the mobs around Hadal room, like you have to pull them like one after the other and you're just walking. I hope that gets adjusted a little bit, you know, because right now, because back then you had to really play around the that one guy, sharpshooter guy. It's like he was like with a firing squad, and you would mark one of the players and you would drop bombs, and you had to like pull mobs in the corner, stack them where the mobs are, and use that to kill them. Kind of like how you did that a little bit with Freehold final boss with Harlan. Whenever he marked you for a cannon barrage, you would pull mobs in and we just get friendly fire by those. You basically had to use that guy in friendly fire, and you had to do it super well. But like that's where you could break your key. Everything could go perfectly, and then somebody messes that up even a little, or somebody takes like accidental stands in the wrong spot, or like a mob doesn't get hit by it. It was like key is over. With bolstering, it was super sketchy because you had to make sure that the hardest hitting guy in the group dies, because if you bolsters with all the cannons, smacks the tank, that's it, you gotta go again. It's not fun. That one, I hope they clean up that room and make it so you don't need to like rely on that guy at all, right? Tune everything down, remove that friendly fire thing, make it just a pack you skip or a pack you just kill just for percent, and just like adjust the amount of mobs in that room. Make it so that guy is not just walking around circles anymore, because that was the annoying part, is having him walk circles, and then all the mobs would pull if like you would pull while they're in the area. Yeah, that was not fun. I feel like if they were to bring that back, like adjust some of those mechanics that people really had an issue with, that had like the really difficulty curve, and make it like, I don't know, because I felt like just make it like tuned down so you could like just DPS through things, you know what I mean? It's all about careful pulls, DPS, and respecting mob mechanics. By the way, I love this ability with Priest. I love that. Let me show you guys. If you haven't seen this with Disc, final thing, I'll go, because I gotta get ready for the raid tonight in like 30. But yeah, let me show you. So they added this cool new ability called Unlimited Penitence. You fly up into the air and you start using penance on everybody around you, doing a bunch of damage or healing. While ascending, gain a shield for 50% of your health in addition to your unaffected by being crowd controlled. Yeah, so like CC immunity, and even if you are in a bad spot while floating, at least you got a shield to keep yourself alive. Age multiplier, you reduce the cooldown of ultimate penance by 2% by 2 seconds. So like you'll probably want to pick up Heaven's Wrath if you are going to play ultimate penitence for that 40-minute cooldown. You also got Overload of Light, where it makes it so that you radiate explosion, killing allies, and applying atonement. So you could basically just like, you don't have to set up atonements with it, and you can just fly up in the air and just kind of ascend. It's a fun button. Fire penances in all directions. It's so good. But I think you will definitely want to pick up the upgrade talent in order to make it better. Otherwise, it's like really annoying to play around to a degree. This script looks weird. I love it, man. I love it because they changed some things. Mind Blast has become Schism. Mind Blast gains the value of Schism. Also, Shadow Covenant, you get it every time you proc Mindbender. So not playing into Mindbender builds value, but also your Shadow Covenant and just going for like a normal Shadow Fiend that just has a longer duration than. But I like it a lot. I like it a ton. I think they've done a lot of cool stuff here. And the cheer set was also really solid. I'm a big fan of this one as well. Smite Impedance damage increases by 20%. Extends the duration of atonement by 2 seconds. Smite is a 100% chance to cast an additional time during Shadow Covenant. So when you have yourself, let's say Atonement, Shadow Covenant, full PI, and you're just smiting over and over, you can see my atonement build up. Right, chat? Look at this. Got a second atonement, but look at my atonement. As long as I'm pressing smite, it slowly builds, but it doesn't really go anywhere. So during downtime, you basically freeze your atonements. But then when you actually, so you can basically just focus, right? Once you got atonements on everybody, you can just keep smiting. And then use other abilities like smite or mind blast. You'll get your Shadow Fiend back out. I guess 31 is with the cap now too. Okay, when they had it on cap, that was a little funnier. I kept thinking like, okay, cap? Okay, 30? 32? 30? No, it was 31. So they used to be on cap. That was fun. But I guess the 30-second cap makes sense. The thing is too, right now you can kind of get the critical mass too, where as you press the smites, you're also reducing the cooldown of Mind Bender, right? So I'm gonna get my Mind Bender in about 25, 23, 20 seconds, 18 seconds, and also during my tier set, right? During Shadow Covenant, I'm doing 2 smites, so both of them are applying for my Mind Bender. So if you can press Atonement buff on everybody, and you can aggressively smite, you can essentially maintain. They're gonna definitely fix this. 100% uptime on Atonement. They're gonna fix this. There's no way they're not. Cause look, the Mind Bender's back. And I just get to keep prolonging my buff until infinity and beyond. Yeah, this is gonna be broken. Constant permanent atonement. You're not gonna have to have window. They're definitely gonna fix this. They're gonna fix this. There's no way, man. There's no way. No shot, bucko. Look at this. Why? Why? That's permanent. Can you go while Jack and Dummy use Power Root Radiance and new ability with the Master Penance? Yes, you can. I can do that real quickly. Let me do it. Yeah, I feel like this spec should definitely be on your radar. Like, Disc is looking really good. Even if they nerf it, they need to do like a lot of nerfs for it to like fall off the radar. Torment and then to Voldraken, yeah? This thing is stupid how good it is. Alrighty. I'm gonna go give everybody big atonement. Okay? Big atoni. Then I'm gonna go big barrage. Big burr. Later. Yeah. Alrighty. Number notification. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, this one could be kind of interesting. Oh, there's everybody here. All right, everybody's playing trees. Okay. Alrighty. So we're gonna put up heals on everybody, right? as many targets as we can. All right, ready? I'm gonna wait. I need to do one of these. Oh, so atonement on them actually doesn't apply. Interesting. Oh, isn't an active atonement just one? Oh, I think it may just be one. Oh, it's only one active atonement. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, so I thought it was active atonements, like plural, but it's just one active atonement. So I guess in like a Mythic Plus situation, you basically can prolong everyone's atonement for quite a bit. Or if you're just doing it on yourself solo, you can basically maintain it on one target at all times forever. Or maybe like 2 targets pretty often. But to do it on an entire raid, I guess it's just going to be like prolonging some. Okay, so I thought it was going to be kind of busted, but no, it's not nearly as busted as I thought. Still really good. Okay. Big list. Yeah, dude, I gotta take a look at it, man. I'm gonna guess the spears in there, right? But I do wonder what they have. I see in the thumbnail they got Planet Ally, Lunar Bulwark. Okay, those I do gotta peep at some point though. But the water one, the from that water temple, from the Bitch Queen temple, yeah, I can imagine like not a lot of people have really done that quest properly, because it's kind of like off to the side to like talk to them. I think you would just end up doing that big old like, what is it, the underwater thing, the underwater prison on your own without that temple. One of them is right up our alley. Okay. Yeah, I need to peep that. By the way, I just got my character personal playthrough, finally into Act 3, and I'm thinking maybe, because I'm like Sorlock right now with 2 into fighter, I'm thinking maybe I just go full sorcerer. But I also figured out that apparently I've been playing this class entirely wrong. Now, I didn't realize I could have my sword charges go up to 11. I just discovered I could do 11. So it's gonna be interesting. Varkle is allied races need more warriors. I mean, one day, right? I imagine a bunch of stuff is gonna be playable. Jesus, yeah, it's kind of nutty. Don't forget to make it grant X amount of seconds. So it is 2 seconds, but it is only one of the atonements. So only one target can receive it, right? So like if I put, let's say, atonement on 1 target or 2 targets, I could probably juggle them for a good while. But let's say if it's a tower rate of 20 that has it, only 1 person per smite is going to be able to have the atonement extended. So you're not going to be able to basically maintain it permanently. You are going to have some limitations to it. That being said, some limitations, not like a lot of limitations, which I think is perfectly fine. Man, what am I going to do tomorrow? Because dungeons don't really come back until Thursday. And yeah, now they got new Drake streaming crests. Nice. We got the new crest. So basically, instead of like, you're still earning flystones, but instead of doing fragments, you're just doing crests. Fragments are going to be crests, basically. So you're still spending the same amount. So this is 3, and this is like 4. Okay, and then you're gonna get decent animal. 476 animal is still really, really high though. Well, this is actually higher animal than this. Baseline. Because some bosses are gonna have it start higher maybe. Actually, this is like the only one that's kind of low. Unless they up the tier sets recently. But yeah. Okay, chat. I think I'm gonna have to go now. It's 8:01. I gotta get some food, man. I'm starving and I gotta raid. I don't actually know if I'm in for any bosses. It looked like I wasn't, which would give me an opportunity to get some work done. That or take it easy. One of those two. This bit that makes everyone close to you volunteer peers. I need to hold on a second. I need to peep that now. That's a new one. I don't remember that one, but that would be nuts, by the way. Because I remember the dragon that we fought and pierced the pierce buff on him and then spear. I mean, it's popping off. It's doing a lot. Also, by the way, orange weapons are insane. I still have like a save from my original playthrough, basically at the very end, right? So the final boss and whatnot, without spoilers. So I still get to play with orange weapons at the very tail end, for like a very final encounter. And I mean, my God, man, if we can get those early, oh, the rest of the whole act is easy, man. Got like a mythic crack star cloak, last name and pug. Mythic, let's go! Hell yeah, 447. That's awesome. Hell yeah, me and you could be cloak brothers, man. I got a cloak, you got a cloak. That's awesome. But yeah, chat, gonna call it here. We come back tomorrow. We do more PTR stuff. Maybe get some more life stuff done. I want to show you guys some more specs, try some things out. Yeah, and then Thursday we got raid testing, so that's gonna be really fun. Thank you all so much for coming by. Appreciate you, boys. More stuff tomorrow. Maybe I'll be able to work on, like, if I'm not raiding, I'm probably just gonna work on like another project for tomorrow. I think that'd be really fun. But yo, thank you so much. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you all of you guys in another stream. Alrighty, peace.
Drop.